Oh. Crazy. He actually has dropped. The title isn't a lie? Wait, that's true. Oh, right, I'm an RLCS partner. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. If only I could stream during the day. Do a watch party. How you doing, Eric? Ah! Dude, rigged. Sorry, Turbo Cat. Relax in a hotel. Oh, where you at? Oh wait, I'm dumb. I thought you were traveling for work for a second. I was just like, all right, you're in Boston. Excited for the game tomorrow? Ah, and teammate is like both on my side, but also not. Like he's like challenging in the right ways, I feel like, but at the same time, I was like kind of expecting him to do something else on that one. Zoc for this trip. No, I know, I forgot. I was making fun of you. It was out of sheer jealousy. Oh my god. No problem at all on that one. What have you guys been doing the past couple days? Just sightseeing? Driving around? To talk about rig, dude, the other guy is not okay with that bounce. Good mood today, let's go. Yeah, it was, well, I mean, today was a horrible day. It was very stressful, but it's done, and I have 2 days to relax. Get to do some fun esports stuff this weekend. It'll be fun. Luke Dookie. Howdy. Going to Boston today. The previous day, Zach was at my house in Colorado. Oh, I didn't know that. Is that cheaper for him to fly from New Jersey to Colorado and then Colorado to Boston? Or was he camping? Was he inside of Jackson's Hole? Unfortunately, no Brazilian teams for him to root for. Seeing the Doctor get to witness the arguably one of the greatest LAN games of all time, Furia Moist, live as a Furia fan and rabid Brazilian must have been like, honestly, I'm so pissed I wasn't in the crowd with him. I was in the VIP area having a conversation, and I was trying to finalize a business transaction basically, and that game went down, and I was like, damn, I really wish I was next to him in the crowd. That would have been crazy. Already limited before crowd? Yeah, not ideal. It's one thing about the budget I really wish they would fix is like being able to have more crowd days. So that's why I like Worlds, everyone got in front, pretty much everyone got in front of the crowd at some point. Which is good for OG, because I was really excited for them to be on stage. Damn COVID. I was supposed to be there to witness it. Damn COVID. I know Riker, he got COVID like very first day. We all tested negative, and we probably assumed we probably would get it at one point, and then I left, and then 2 days later, I got hit. And I could feel it all throughout my head. That was the only COVID symptom I really had. I wasn't really like stuffy nose or anything, sore throat, whatever the symptoms were. It was mostly just the fact that I just felt like my brain was on like slow motion. Like it was like working at definitely like 40% off its maximal. Like just completing sentences was really hard. Trying to like think on my feet. I could feel, it was kind of like when you're tired, you can physically feel your brain trying to like kickstart. That's what it felt like. But everyone else is like, yeah, I kind of had that. It was mostly just body aches and stuff. I'm like, nope, I had none of that. It was literally just the brain fog. Really brutal. But I'm also built different. I never really got sick growing up. Kyle, hi. I may depend on going. Worlds is going to be at Fort Worth again. I'm fairly certain they already announced it. So we're going back to Dallas. Well, I guess not Dallas, but you know what I mean. You're flying into Dallas. Fear it, run from it. It all comes the same. A flight into DFW or Love Field. I'm 99% sure. I'm like 99% sure they've already announced it. COVID did nothing to me. The vaccine did more damage to me. I mean, COVID was pretty chill. The second boost, or the booster was definitely the one that got me the most. I got really like yeeted. I got yeeted into oblivion by that thing. I was tired as hell after that. That thing felt like I ran a marathon after. Oh. Did I just turn into a family trip? Good. Am I high? I could have sworn they announced Worlds. Did I leak? Not that I get insider information. I really just did, like, I could have sworn that was, well, what the? God, my search history is so corrupted, dude. You know if OU? Oka? Didn't need the boost, so I did the 2 and that's it. Yeah, I think I got my, I don't actually remember what I got for my vaccine, but I got my vaccine and then my booster, and I don't think I ever got a second booster. Mainly just because I was so isolated, like, from everyone else. I was just like, I'm not even interacting with humans. Like, so I'm like, I don't even know if I need that. Like, it's like months of isolation doing what I'm doing. What the hell am I trying to Google? RLCS 2026 Worlds. Kyle, thank you for the 5 to start us off. Oh my god, a 3s game? This game mode still exists? It's crazy. Mellow Mighty still playing? Hello? Do you guys know the soda Mellow Yellow? What is it? I've never had it. Is it like a Sprite thing where it's like lemony lime type thing? Location still says TBD. Why do I feel like they were going back to DFW again? Oh well. Well, we get NA Worlds anyway, so I guess we'll see. Well, I lied to M-Dog earlier, so if he comes in, tell him I lied. I don't even mind DFW. I mean, even if I wasn't selfish and I like not having to commute far to Worlds, I honestly just like it in Dickies. Like, it's a great arena. Like, it's really easy to get around. Like, the hallways aren't too clogged. The arena has a good sound. The crowd audio comes through in the speakers well. Like, I don't know, I like it. I'm a big fan of Dickies Arena. I do wish for variety it would change it up a little bit. I think having something, honestly having something central, like I've advocated before, something like in Denver would be kind of sick. I think that'd be a cool city. I always wanted Chicago, but if they ever go back to Chicago after I lived there for 4 years and they never did anything, I would never forgive them. Never had it? Yeah, I don't think many people have. You guys ever have a Charleston Chew? That was my dad's favorite candy. And growing up, I had a couple. Honestly, I can't find them in stores, but they're solid. It's a solid choice of a candy that I don't know if exists anymore. We had a bit between me and my friends because my dad would eat so many where anytime you ended a sentence with a ooh sound, you had to also follow it up with Charleston Chew. Because my dad, at one point, my friend was like, "Hey, Mr. S, like, how was your day?" He's like, "I'm doing well." It's like, "I'm doing good. How about you?" Charleston Chew, and I don't know why it just became like a very stupid thing, where it's suddenly just like, "Hey guys, you guys want to go to the aquarium or the zoo?" Charleston Chew. And he just like mime taking one out of your pocket and giving it to someone, and I'm like, I think that would be actually a hilarious bit if you always had chocolate in your pocket to hand out to people. Futurama got him now. Midwest land, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Chicago would be sick. I just don't know where they'd put it. There's a convention center by the lake that's pretty sick. I know there's like a pretty decent convention center outside of town as well, but yeah. I'm a champ 2 now? Congrats, Tracy. Or Terry. I don't know why I read that as Tracy. Denver's my ideal location. I think in terms of like a major city that could handle something like that, that would make the most sense. Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Beck? Not the world famous position. Just this, Beck. Wait, this is not even Beck, it's Beck. I think, or we'll give a shout out to Exotic. How about Cincinnati Worlds? Man, imagine the lack of aura of a Cincinnati World Championship, dude. Holy crap. What are we, Brawl Stars? Are you still living around Cincinnati? Or am I completely not up to date on the Jack lore? Chili for everyone of the Skyline variety? Kansas City wouldn't be bad. Get sick barbecue afterwards. Yeah, instead of Korean barbecue, you just get Kansas barbecue. I think the cheap factor means DFW is kind of cool. You get like a bunch of streamers rented out a house, and they didn't even pay that much, as I remember. I feel like there's, you get a good value out of DFW in terms of getting around. Ubers are definitely way more expensive. Or maybe it's just I have the upcharge. Anytime I Uber to the airport, it's actually like bare minimum $50, $60, and it's actually absurd. Other than that, I've never really seen an issue with it, but. Detroit got nothing but real estate. It's free real estate. I have a house, yes, in Cincinnati. In Cincinnati? The Crimson Chin. Wait, what the heck? My 3's is 1654. Since when? Oops. I got my. Oh, shout out to String Daddy who hated his flavor of juvee, so he sent me the remainder of it. He literally said, "I'll send it to someone." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" And then he DM'd me. He's like, "No, seriously, send me your address." Luckily, I trust String Daddy not to dox me. Oh!
Shout out to whom?
Wow, crazy! The 59-month resub from String Daddy right as I congratulate him for sending me that juvee. I literally just dipped into the ether of it because I ran out of my other energy. Went against a bot in Diamond 1. Let's go, Sam. Things we hate to see. Here comes the Crimson Chin.
Here comes the Crimson Chin.
For another 5. Wow, that was just wide open and I over-adjusted, and then we got beat. Crazy. Hey, Matt. I guess I can't really blame teammate. That was wide open on a double, and I didn't adjust correctly. Oh, we're up to 15 already? Oh my god. I accidentally killed a can of juvee yesterday, fell out of my fridge and spilled open. That's a tragic thing. I gotta say, juvee does not rip you off for anything in terms of quantity. It's the only energy drink I've ever drank or consumed where you open the can and the liquid is literally right up to the very top. Like you open it and it splashes because the liquid is like that high up. I don't know what machine they're using to fill it, but they literally set it to like fill this can 99.9% up. Kyle, stop. Not even a message. He just did that. The Fiverr by itself is a message. Is this guy a bot? Oh, wait, they're both bots. I'm an idiot. I was about to say, I'm like, that aerial was really good. Oh, yeah, no boost. Okay, well. Fine, I'll stop. Thank you, Kyle. No more donations. You're banned. Look at me. I'm so cute trying to out-aerial a bot. I can't tell they're bots because they're split screen. Also, the way they're aerialing for literally everything is flawless. They don't go until you go. Oh, I didn't think you'd just straight up go. All right, well, either way. We weren't going to win that anyway. Who do you got for RLCS Worlds? I don't know. I guess we'll see how this major goes. We're going to Q-dodge those guys a little bit. That's annoying. Have the absolute domination Falcons? Well, Falcons lost today, so I don't know how dominant they are. I mean, they're very good, for sure, but they're definitely not, like, unbeatable. Don't let the bots hinder you. I mean, that's the first bot I've gotten in, like, a couple days now. I think we've gone a couple days without bots. Oh, okay. Now we have to update the Super Chat goal, now that Kyle has stopped. Now that we've vanquished him. He's liking my tweets. Also, apparently, because of the time difference, the Canada-US gold medal game for hockey is at like 4 a.m. or something. I think it's 5 to 8 a.m. across the United States, depending on your time zone. Imagine pre-gaming at 4 a.m. Hey, Lurks. I just got home from eating ponchos. What's ponchos? Have you seen the 15-3 against Redacted? The what? They won a singular game 15-3? That's Virtus Pro to you. Yeah, it's 9 a.m. East Coast Canada. Yeah, that's East Coast Canada. That's the earliest you can possibly be. I mean, at least you got 9 a.m. for the East Coast. Yeah, I don't know if I'm willing to wake up for a 7 a.m. broadcast for that. I do want to watch, but I forgot about that time zone being that brutal. They have to know that's going to be one of the most watched events of the entire Winter Olympics. I don't know why they're scheduled like there. Like, schedule it in the evening, so at least, like, it's in the noon, you know? Even college football never starts that early. Oof. I was really anticipating teammate to chow that and then hit it to the side, and he just, like, immediately killed it. What happened here? Oh, never mind. He went in really sideways. He had, like, no power on it. I'm gonna start one. Oh. Uh-oh. Kyle, no! Revenge 2! What the heck? The $100 super chatteroo.
Revenge 2, electric boogaloo.
Oh, gosh. Kyle literally said, fine, I'll stop, only to come back with that. That's psychotic. We never see the goat coming, dude. No, not at all. That's crazy. Teammate got no single touch. He put it the one place that guy stood still. That's so unfortunate. Oh wow, he's really far behind me. Jesus. $100 is crazy, I'm not gonna lie. That's man, I was about to say, like, yeah, this month, because I haven't streamed as much, is definitely gonna be like my lowest earning month on YouTube. YouTube usually pays for debt reconsolidation payment that I have with a debt consolidator. And then I was like, damn, this is the first month where YouTube will not pay for that. And then I've gotten $200 donations just this week. Shout out to Matt L and Kyle. What the? Okay. Thor's playing on my Spotify right now. I like his artistry. I like his songs, but I don't know what the song is. I'm not a fan. Oh, I thought I caught him sleeping there. Confuse your enemies, you must first confuse yourself. Damn. That's right out of Sun Tzu. Oh, good touch. MX in large. I don't know what song this is, but I need to tell Spotify never to play this ever again on my Spotify. I'm not a fan of this. All right. I gave you so much time. Hey, Flame and Phoenix. My rank command does not work, so it's currently a GC3, I want to say, in 2, so I don't remember. Whoa, what the lag? What the? Whoa, what is this lag? My teammate DDoSing? He seems like the type that would do that. All right, I'll take that. Oh no. Ooh. The pathway was there. No. Wait. Oh my god, that's really funny. They just didn't touch it. All right, that's crazy. He played for the 50 and the guy fake chowed him and then went past it. And I was like, uh-oh. Winnable? I'm just gonna send that high or get dunked immediately, that too. I disagree with me getting beat there, but okay. Wait. Oh my god. That's kind of tragic. I'm not gonna lie, I probably could have caught that. I didn't want to be a jerk and be like, I'm gonna catch this pass, and then immediately get dunked, and then it's like I should have shot. Do you remember those fluffy tortilla things I put honey inside? Wait, what? Tortilla things with honey inside? Toy Story 5 trailer just came out. I'm sorry, but there's been enough. I think society has progressed past the need for more Toy Stories. Like, I grew up with Toy Story. I feel like I was like the target demographic of those movies, considering I was like 5 when the first one came out. I'm at 31. I think I'm good. Like, I don't need I don't need more Toy Stories. Plus, I have to, if I had kids, I'd have to catch them up on the Toy Story cinematic universe. Get them ready for Toy Story's Endgame. Wow, that's really good patience right there. Bro, Incredibles 3 is all I want. Hey, Finn. Hello, Kyle. Kyle Binks, that is, on Twitch. Oh? I hit GC, didn't feel different than this. Well, there's also a very wide variety of ranks and skill level in GC3. A lot of boosted accounts, so if you do see the occasional yikes stuff, use it because of that. Didn't feel difference. Well, part of it is also the fact that you're watching someone play and not playing yourself. This happens a lot when I do viewer games. People are like, wait, you're GC3? This is SSL? Like, this feels really slow. I feel like I play at this level, and then we do viewer games, and then there's like 3 GC3s in a lobby, and then the other guy's like, why can't I touch the ball? And it's like, well, yeah, because you're not used to the speed. It's not always like how fast you're moving, it's how fast you can make a decision. I would say that's the biggest thing for people who get to GC. They're like, oh, I know how to play this game now, I'm pretty good. But it's not about how fast you can move in your mechanics after a while, it's kind of like how... I'm curious on what he saw. He was really far out. Oh, he just got lost in the sauce. Okay, I've been there. I was confused why he turned to the side. Wanted to see if they were going for the bump there. Not a huge fan of that from Diego, but that's fine. But yeah, it's mostly the speed of decision making. Like, how fast are you actively saying, okay, I see that read, I'm gonna go, versus how long are you taking to buffer. A lot of GCs buffer way too long, and it causes a lot of issues. Like, they just stare at a ball, and then for just a half second, they're like, yeah, I have that. And in that half second, that's all it takes to get absolutely ruined on a play, especially in a higher rank, or higher ranks. That's honestly the biggest pet peeve I have, is when I'm watching a player like very clearly be buffering because they're not used to the speed, or they're not playing as quickly as they need to. Because the difference between playing fast and deciding like that stuff fast. Like that, I probably should have been a little bit closer, but I didn't want to advance if the ball was going to the corner. I'm gonna let him take that back. He should be fine. First right there was great, and a perfect ending. Then 4 made my mom cried. She loved it. I wonder how this one will hit. I mean, if there's anyone I'll trust with making like a good story, it's Pixar. I just find it really weird that we're still doing this. I rushed that. That was a wide open dish. Let me cut middle, just in case he cuts for the flick. Okay, we're good. Should be a simple touch. Oh, close one teammate. That's fine. I'm gonna reset that. Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh, look, he's back. Holy crap. I was about to say, I'm like, that was a really tragic dunk by him. I'm gonna go by just in case he dunks this. All right, good job, Diego. I'm gonna rush this teak guy just in case. Yep. I wanted to see if he caught it first, and he did, so. Good way to train decisions. Oh, it's just recognizing positions and understanding. A lot of it is like how you move leading up to a read. Oh, I didn't know he had the boost. I thought he had like 10 left. I have to get back middle for that. Just kidding. I'll watch this shot. We're gonna single jump just so we can maintain our foot reset or our cut. I'm gonna fake this and then bonk. The moment the guy stops moving on the goal line, he's mine. His ass is mine! Cavity Sam from the board game operation would be in the Toy Story universe. Oh. I would say a lot of it is just positioning of like understanding like what are the likely outcomes from this play, and then also how to make your decision. It's just about kind of like, one thing that helped me is watching back my replays, and every time I was about to go for a ball, or every time I saw a lob up, I would look at what I did and then rewind it 2 clicks, like when you press like left on the left directional button. I would rewind twice, and then I would think to myself, like, what could I have done differently? Not even like better, just like what were my options? And just my awareness of those options as you play, you'll slowly learn like what's like a high percentage challenge, what's a low percentage challenge. When I took that 50, would have been better if I approached it a different way, like etc., stuff like that. And I think that stuff really helped. I'm gonna cut that across. teammate was going for that. I don't really blame him. I don't think that first guy's going. So I'm going to dodge that demo. I should have that. Nice. Teammate's taking his time. I'm going to go off ceiling if he sees me. If he sees me. Okay, well, maybe. I'm going to go off bounce to the backboard. Play shot. Yeah, they're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. Breezy it, teammate. Oh, wow, and I literally called it. Aw, I was going to sidewall that. I wanted to see if I could redirect it. I need to get out of there because that was embarrassing. I've dropped in 2s since I last played Diego, and he's risen a little bit. He was trash talking me the other day. I need to double check something on the back end of some Discords. I'm fairly certain an incredibly racist player just signed with a collegiate program. I need to double check if it's the same guy, because I'm like, if it is, then oh my gosh. I'm going to have to find a way to avoid ever casting them. I don't ever want to bring that person up. I don't 100% remember if it's the same person. And if it is, it was when they were very young many years ago, but still. I just remember them being a really problematic person. I'm gonna have to ask some people in the league that I was in. Oh, we got your ass in the gulag, blue team. I think it is the dono goal as well as pants. It is. It is my pants and my shirt. And my socks. Just kidding, chat. I'm always nude from the ankle down. I have to wait until next goal. Oh, what camera to use? This is a Sony a6400, and it is a 30mm prime lens. Ooh, great pass. I'm sorry, teammate, for not believing. Do you guys wear socks inside? I feel like for me, I used to be like, yeah. And then I realized I actually don't wear socks the majority of the time. I'm just free towing it out there, you know? Waterfall? No, I rushed it, I'm a bot. All right, it's fine, teammate. You catch that without getting dunked? Nope. That's fine. You just gotta touch it. I'm gonna trust teammate to not get balled on. Yeah, I want to take power off that. I jumped wrong, so I couldn't have caught that. Teammate just played the touch. Nice. Perfect, actually. I'm gonna steal this boost. Dunk? Or not? He was too scared, chat. He didn't want to. He didn't want that heat. Long back socks. What do you mean long? Where? Matt L wearing knee highs in the house, or are you wearing like lacrosse socks or whatever, like ankle highs or whatever? Oh, or calf highs or whatever. I'm not gonna lie, I like wearing no-shows because personally the ankle high socks look kind of dorky with most shoes. I always thought you looked like a dad. I have a couple socks that are really comfy, but I gotta say, like, if I'm wearing long pants, they're fine. If I'm wearing shorts, I look like a dad grilling. Okay. My bad. That guy had a really bad touch. I thought he would put it a little higher. I got no heat in my room, so I gotta wear some socks. That can be a problem. I understand that. I don't really get cold feet, though, really at all. It's mostly my hands. Oof, that guy was also not committing at all. Fair enough. Oh, teammate, you're about to get bald. You're about to get bald. You're about to be bald. You're about to have no hair, teammate. Wow, I hate that. That was unfortunate. I think teammate was just challenging it. I don't think he was actually trying to hit it. But he like hit that just so far across that I couldn't react to it. Wait. Are you gonna play me or with the ball? Oh, well, he kind of got both, so that's tragic. I had no idea what that was. My ball cam was off, so I'm like, I'm just gonna jump and see if I hit it. Oh, teammate, you got balled again. Oh no, balled part 2. Oh wait. Oh! Great save. About to. That was a really good save by my teammate, so I give him props. Okay, I knew you were gonna fake it, so I purposely jumped early and then backflips so I could drag my bumper across. I'm so glad I did. Holy, I actually almost overjumped that as well. Oof, that bounce was way farther than I thought. Oof, the pinch. Wait. Okay, we just wanted to hit that a little bit close. Teammate, take a 50. Ah, he didn't want it. He didn't want it. It's fine. Oh, God, that was such a terrible first touch. Or the second touch, rather. First touch was fine. Hello? 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 What was that? That's fine. This first touch is not going to be good. What did I tell you? Ooh, teammate, cook. Yes. No. Maybe so. Hold on. Oh, I didn't touch it. That's fine. Oh, wait, that was the wrong map. I don't think there's any map that has that voice, though. That was like a discount Mickey Mouse. A Ricky Mouse. Why is that guy so far wide? I almost guarantee that guy was ball cam zoned. And so he just started rotating over, and then I moved into his peripheral vision, and he's like, oh no, right as I hit that. That was unfortunate. All right. Rules are rules, chat. Glasses on or off, chat. Ugh. Gotta lose the pants as well. Pants. We're also nude on the ears as well because I didn't have time to put in my headphones. That's how we do it on this channel, chat. Anyone up for a little ear play? Wait, what? No shot. Can we see a side view of your nose? It's like that. Is that what you were looking for? You nose freaks. What a snoot. That's what I've been told. I'm a fan of calling a nose a snoot, especially when it's a human. I've been on Twitch sometimes. I don't know what I'm stumbled into today. Hey, Maddox. Rule on YouTube, if we get $100 in donations, I'm streaming in the nude, chat. Allegedly. Oh. It's not busted where you have to angle your head to make the nose straight. Well, my nose does have like this little, like, the ridge at the front is a little bit like wider, so it's not like a smooth nose. I remember chatting in college, like late college, with a girl at a party, and she was talking about how she didn't like her nose. And everyone's like, oh, her nose is fine. And everyone's like, oh, God, it's cute. And she's like, well, it's like tough because like some people, like, you can't help it. And she turned to me and goes like, well, because, like, you, like, broke your nose at some point, right? And I'm like, what? And she's like, oh. Just kind of paused. I'm like, I have never in my life broken my nose. So kind of crazy that was her first assumption. Seemed cool until you cut her clothes leaving. Dang it, dude. This is how I always leave. This is how I always lose out on the evangelicals in chat. But, like, clearly this man is too comfortable with sin. I bet he wears mixed fabrics. I was cool until I missed that. Oh my god, horrible read. That was pretty tragic, chat. Probably could have scored that. By probably, I mean definitely. I mean love. Ooh, yeah. That's pretty tragic, I'm not gonna lie. At least, no. How you doing, Mannix? What's going on with you? That was really trippy because I was like, the first guy's got it, and then he got demoed, and then the other guy committed on it, and I was like, damn, if that first guy hit it, that wouldn't have been a problem, but because the second guy went, that's why I got beat out there. I didn't even see him. He was perfectly behind that ball for a bit. That's fine. He does not double that. That's fine. Top corner. Top corner! Dijon! Someone who's gotten over 50,000 shirtless. How we doing? We're shirtless and pantsless, Dijon. I'm doing well. I'm off to bed 100 miles left to my RV. Oh my goodness. Kyle, thank you so much for the donos. Please sleep well. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's going all right, Dijon. Horrible week of work. This was by far like the most stressed I've ever been at work. And that's why I'm saying something. But it's over. We're vibing. That's fine. I slowed him down. I like to cope. That's fine. That's wide. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Well done, teammate. Well, now, well, yeah, well, okay, I was about to say, I'm like, now you gotta worry about it a little bit. I'm doing all right. Moved to Cali to AZ because I decided to finally go to college and currently training to be assistant graphic designer for work. Congrats. I didn't know you were an artiste, or rather did not remember that. Very cool. What college, if you don't mind me asking? What's your exact address? Oh. Excellent. Well done. Hello, buddy, as well. I'm also excited I get to watch Oh Lord, the pants have gone as well. I'm sorry for your bad weekend now, so live, laugh, love it. Yep. There's a Texas collegiate LAN going on at the University of Texas at Dallas, so I'm helping out with that this weekend. Gonna be popping in tomorrow and then helping them work it on Sunday. That's really funny. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to catch that and I realized I was not gonna get a pixel on that. That was really funny. Southeastern University, main location in Florida. I'm gonna partner in Phoenix. Okay. Well, best of luck with your degree. Very cool that you're getting work placement already, though. Wait. No, I'm a bot. I went for the rush over anything else, and then halfway through I realized, wait, I'm beating him so badly to that I don't have any of my read together. Yike. Pure yikes. What's up, bro? How are you? Hello, Aisha. Well, hold on. Aisha. Wow, I'm really bad. I cannot parse that name. Ice Shock? Okay, I'll go with Ice Shock. Ice Shock. That's your generic superhero name. Speaking of Ice Shock, someone mentioned Incredibles 3. I believe it was Kyle. I can't believe they have not greenlit that film. I also genuinely don't know what that means for the story. Like, I don't know where they would go at this point, but I love The Incredibles. I will still hold Incredibles 1, not 2, but Incredibles 1 is a top 3 superhero movie of all time. And I mean like any genre, any maturity level. I never boost said. Kept it pretty basic, get by. Now I'm getting deeper into it all. No, that's very fun, yeah. I used to date a graphic designer, and that was the very same for her. Yeah, just about taking it one step at a time before she actually went to school for it. Really enhanced her craft, so hopefully it does the same for you. Care about Jack and the raccoon. I mean, Incredibles 2 is good. It's just like the villain's kind of underwhelming. I feel like what I liked about 1 is that it really ties together really well. It's a cool kind of idea. Also, I don't know what, if like maybe Pixar movies like, I don't know. I just feel like there's respect for the subject matter. It's pretty crazy. Like that, the fact that Incredibles 1 starts with a man committing suicide and Mr. Incredible stopping him is crazy to think about. Like, in a kid's movie, they were touching on the fact that he got sued because he prevented some guy from killing him. Also, I always thought it was kind of stupid when they were like, and also Mr. Incredible is sued because blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, but first of all, like, the only reason that train track blew up is because the villain bombed it. And then if not for Mr. Incredible, they would have been dead. But instead, all the train people who got sued him just had like a neck brace. Imagine only getting a neck sprain and being like, yeah, well, I could have died. You should have let me die. F you, Mr. Incredible. It's like, what? No, that doesn't exist. That doesn't work. Also, the one thing about The Incredibles that I realized way later is that they outlawed supers. But did they ever say anything about supervillains? The supervillains just stopped committing crimes? Or were they considered part of supers as well? Because Bon Voyage isn't like a super. He's just like a guy who likes bombs. In fact, I always kind of found that an interesting part of Incredibles, how the villains aren't actually, they're never like fellow supers. They're just like some technocrat. Maybe that's a societal narrative. What's the best superhero movie? I personally say it's The Incredibles. I could watch that movie over and over again. One movie I haven't watched that I know I've heard good things about, but I can't really say it's a superhero movie. Well, kind of is a Chronicle. You guys know that? The criminals laws mean nothing. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, but like they kind of portray as like, well, all supers went away. I'm like, well, why is Bon Voyage retiring? You know, like he could still make bombs. Like now there's just less capable people to catch him. Uh-oh. Some of the oldest Justice League slap. That's true. Yeah, actually, any animated Batman series with Mr. Freeze is actually like an elite movie. Only caring about Jack is real. That boy got at least 17 powers. Well, he's got the best power. He's basically Mystique, except more powerful. Jack is basically like the Sentinels from X-Men. Like, they can just transform into anything and basically become any other superpower. Isn't Bon Voyage just Psycho Bomb Maker? No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you think about it, every single super villain they face against is not a super. Like, Syndrome isn't a super. The Hypno guy from the second film also isn't a super. Like, I thought they could do a Sky High thing, spoilers, where, like, the villain is kind of a super, but it's, like, hidden. Yeah, just, like, there is no villain in the Incredibles universe, to our knowledge, that is a super. Or at least it's unclear if they are. At least all the main villains aren't. I love Sky High. It's not well reviewed. We watched Sky High the other day. It's not that bad. I'm pretty shocked. Also I forgot the love interest is Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And oh my God, I had such a crush on her growing up. Also Ramona Flowers. I mean, my God, that woman has been like, that's like the first movie I can remember where she's playing like an outright like mean girl though. Like, Ramona's not really a mean girl. She's kind of, like, gruff, you know? Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, also another movie that did not get well reviewed, but then later on became, like, a cult classic. I'm not going to call it cinema. Oh, no, I'm not saying it's, like, a elite film. I would say it's a good popcorn film. I don't think if you put that on for kids, they would dislike it. And honestly, I put it on the other day, and, like, it's pretty good. I would say my biggest issue with movies like that is there's a lot of jokes even today that I forgot about, and I was like, that's pretty funny. Kurt Russell is also just, like, a fantastic comedic actor. Like, I always think he's, like, a super funny dude. So seeing him in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was really fun because he's, like, perfectly plays that type of role. But yeah, I think Kurt Russell's a super funny dude. A lot of the lines land. I think the issue is that Sky High falls into like a very similar issue of like other movies where some of the jokes are solid. I say the same thing about Scooby-Doo, the live action version, is that it's actually like a pretty solid movie, but there's inevitable parts where I kind of go, okay, where it's like, I've had this right before, so I'll shorten it, but like Scooby-Doo, the animated movie, or like the real life movie, the first one with like Casey Keenum and like Sarah Michelle Gellar and all them. That's like a really solid, fun popcorn movie. But there's too many moments where like the writers were almost like in the middle of cracking down, like joke, plot point, all that. And then execs were like, guys, this is a kid's movie. I don't see a single joke about the characters farting or slipping on a banana peel and falling. And it's just like, it doesn't need like that. Like, I wouldn't even say it's lowbrow. It's just like easy. It's like super, you could call it accessible, but I just call it lazy. Like, yeah, it might make a kid laugh, but I'm like, you can make a kid laugh with like an actual decent interaction or, I don't know, physical comedy that's acting and not like making them do a pratfall or whatever. And that stuff always ticks me off. There's a lot of kids movies I like that where like, and that's kind of why I think The Incredibles, like for the most part, that entire film is like good adult topics, good accessible jokes for anyone to enjoy without like trying deliberately to cater to all the 4-year-olds. Hey, Poster, just finished watching Wizard of Oz, my 3-year-old. I'll tell you what, I can't believe how engaged she was with it. I mean, it's a timeless movie. I think it's a classic for a reason. It's also really colorful once you get out of Kansas, so. Honestly, that contrast alone in that Technicolor. Ooh. Oh. This guy has a name that looks like what Masseter calls me when he butchers my name. Hey, Tagco. I'll happily turn it on when I see it playing. I mean, does it play on TV? I don't even know what it would be playing on. Disney? Was it a Disney movie? Yeah, it had to be, right? I don't know. I like Sky High a lot. We talked about it on stream, and then I rewatched it one night, definitely legally, and I was surprisingly pleased how much it held up. Because there's a lot of movies I've watched, and I'm just like, that's not as good as I remember it. But this one was like genuinely, like, I was locked in. Also, I kind of forgot the twist, so that was kind of fun. Well, not forgot, but I was like, I don't really exactly know how that comes together. Uh-oh. Imagine you soft touch this? Oh, you didn't. Okay, well. What? Way more interested in the movie once the house slam. I didn't think there was a shot in hell she'd watch the whole thing. They call Wizard of Oz the Bluey of the 1940s. I forgot is the same in my message. The Wizard of Oz changed the color as IRL Kansas border crossing. That is true. This buddy says this guy says you'll see me in 4 to 5 years. Okay, that makes me feel better about him misspelling analyze. Bro's 12 years old. Oh, that was not the redirect I wanted. Yeah, that's also why, Irich, when you say, like, I wouldn't call it cinema, that's the thing, is, like, I think of, there's popcorn, that's my kind of vibe, is, like, there's popcorn movies where, like, I'll watch it and be like, this was fun and enjoyable to watch. But it's not something I'm like, this is a masterpiece. This is a work of art. It's like, a movie doesn't have to be Citizen Kane to be enjoyable. Just based on what she's been exposed to, is a lot of quality content. She definitely loves Bluey. Let's be honest, most kids' content these days is trash. It is, I will say. I feel like back then, for lack of better terms, it was incredible being made and such. People were being received to more sensitive topics. Made it stand so strong against the test of time. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I always really reject this idea that TV needs to be dumbed down, you know? Like, I always hate this idea that, for example, the new Netflix show for the Avatar, The Last Airbender, they dumbed down the original, which was already a show made for kids. And this one was supposed to be like, oh, this is going to be mature. We're going to show death and destruction and gore and whatnot. And this one, like, watch out. This is going to be, I think one exec literally said, we want this to be our Game of Thrones or whatever. And then they dumbed it down so that no one would get confused. And it's like, dude, the original show was Y7. Like, this was meant for children to watch, and yet we did. I remember being very young watching Avatar and being like, wow, this rules. And I was not confused about any of the plot points or any of the ambiguities that it brought up because it was respected the kids to understand it. I think we misunderstand how much kids really grasp when it comes to, like, certain shows and how much they can actually internalize off that. So I always hate when shows act like, especially ones made for teenagers or whatever, like, no, these kids are idiots. Or if it is made for kids, like, it has to be lowest common denominator stuff. Like, what happened to media anyone can consume that is also simultaneously appropriate for children? You know what I mean? Oh. Most would agree. It's say why its ratings aren't great. It's weird because, like, yeah, the critical consensus of Sky High is like, it's like a 23 or 30% Rotten Tomatoes, and yet the audience score is also kind of low. And I was like, that's kind of wild, because I've seen the opposite. I've seen like a 90% audience, and then like it's like a 60% or 50%. So like the critics were doing their job and being like, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that or whatever. Pitch kids on so much, it's ridiculous. Yeah, and that's why I hate it whenever they're trying to like show movies or whatever. And I can just, and that's why I think I get so pissed off at like the Scooby-Doo movie and certain like kids movies for just telling fart jokes and just doing really stupid bits that are like, if I could write that joke as easily, then it's not a good joke. I'm sorry. Like, if I can watch it in a movie and be like, yeah, I could have thought of that. Like, that's not a good joke. And you can get a lot out of just delivery. I mean, Marvel was always like, oh, Marvel's quippy and funny. And I'm like, is Marvel really funny, or are they just good at making a line delivery pop? That's kind of like what they've been doing for most of their movies. Okay. A lot of it was like Joss Whedonism. If you guys ever watch like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and then watch Avengers, you'll understand exactly the impact of Joss Whedon on the writing of Marvel. to make it kind of punchier. Because Buffy is very, like, much Whedon's voice on how he writes characters and how they joke around and quip. Wait, what? Teammate, you missed your flick. What a pass. Teammate. No! That's crazy, dude! He bumped the guy and got rebounded into saving my shot. Wow. Bro, Buffy. Sarah Michelle Gellar was such a teenage crush for me. Holy crap. Grew up watching Buffy. Ooh, bro, Buffy the Vampire Slayer holds up. I think, honestly, as long as you view it as like, I'm looking to have a good time, it's fine. I still think the writing in Buffy and overall the series is pretty great. I would say the first season's not great. Xander is objectively a terrible character, but I think if you watch it with an uncritical lens, you don't mind him. You also have to understand, like, Xander's like a product of his time as well. But wait, what? I jumped there? I don't remember jumping there. And also my favorite bit from Buffy as well. Well, it's not even a bit, it's just TV. Is like, you had Sarah Michelle Gellar, who's obviously gorgeous, like, and she's funny and quippy and like a badass and all that. But then they have Willow, who's like also incredibly attractive, but she's treated as like, oh, you're like the unattractive, dorky girl. And it's like, okay, let's not pretend that Willow also isn't incredibly attractive. At least they didn't give her glasses. That would have been the ultimate cliche. Well, I didn't know you were actually beautiful this whole time. Well, yeah. That stuff always made me laugh. How Willow's like portrayed as like not as cute as Cordelia or Buffy, and it's like, no, she's awesome. No one's gonna look at Allison Hannigan and be like, what a freaking troll. Oh, that's funny. People hit that. Also, whoever played the other Slayer, I forget her name, like a Russian name. She was also like really funny and also like gorgeous. I never understood how she didn't become like a massive star after that show. What? Oh no, dude, he had it, but he side flipped instead of just front flipped. If he front flipped, it would have been fine. That's also something I would suggest not diving in on, just because it's like you have 100 boost. That guy very clearly doesn't have a great flick on it. Tackle. Cap. Oh no! I didn't expect both of them to miss. Okay, well, that's awkward. Let's watch this again. Oh, dude, he was so in between. That's why I was confused, because I'm like, okay, he's gonna go for a bump, and then he missed. Okay, that's fine. He'll go for the ball, and then he went for the bump on the second guy, and I was like, wait, what? That threw me off. What? That was not even an attempt. That I spiked that near post right down. I thought it was like gonna be a little out. Oh well, that was still a throw. I don't think a lot of things are dumbed down. I think media has become hardcore shift from things like suicide and that trigger people now. It's constantly drowned in sex. No. I mean like for kids, even for teens and stuff. Like shows do. Well, shows objectively are dumbed down in the sense that I know Matt Damon went on I want to say it's Rogan, but I don't like saying Rogan. So I'm just going to say he was on a podcast. And he was talking about how like execs nowadays, when you give them, especially pitching TV shows or movies for TV, they tell you like you have to write scenes with repetitive dialogue because they're assuming people are watching something on their phone or playing on their phone while watching. So they're like, we've noticed in some test screenings that if you don't repeat certain things, people can't follow the story. So you have to repeat it enough times to really nail it home so that you can kind of half pay attention. And I'm like, wow, those people need to be shot into the sun. Because I'm sorry, but if I'm putting on a movie and I'm not even watching it, like, I don't know, man. I understand like wanting something in the background. I've done that before when I'm editing. But that's like, there's a movie I want to eventually get into watching Dark, the like German sci-fi kind of like sci-fi thriller psychological show. It's like insanely well rated. I watched 1899, which is also an incredibly good thing from the same creators. I think also on Netflix. Check it out. But yeah, insanely good, but I would never put that on the background. I want to give that my full attention, you know what I mean? Noise donk. I definitely think there's definitely a lot of like sexual scenes. I always say that's my biggest beef with like, I mean, maybe this is just me being Catholic and I still have a prude in me. But like, I have no problem with sex scenes. My issue is like when sex is just like thrown in there constantly for like reasons that I can't really understand. Like I understand you want to show intimacy and I have no problem with like sex scenes generally. But there are some shows, especially HBO and Stars, that just like, oh, guys, it's been 15 minutes and I haven't seen someone nude yet. Like, let's go, put it in there. And you're like, does that benefit us? Like, does this benefit the show? Remember 1899? That was a weird one for sure. Concept was a little weak down the stretch in my opinion, but I still liked it a lot. Got really trippy when you start putting it together, and then you're like, wait, what? Very time loopy, or at least it feels like that. The 1899 was solid. Dark is like insane. I think it's like the lowest rated episode in that entire show. It's like an 8.8 out of 10 basically on like all these viewer ratings. I never watched it, but did anyone actually end up watching all 7 seasons of Stranger Things? What do you guys think of the finale? Were you a 9th episode truther? Apparently that was a whole thing TikTok was into. Saying the last episode was so disappointing that the Duffers purposely made a bad episode so they could release a secret 9th episode that would actually conclude everything. And then it turned out, no, they actually just blew it. And then they put out a documentary about the making of that season. And the theory is that Netflix commissioned it specifically just so that everyone could see it wasn't their fault. It was the Duffer Brothers for delaying writing so long. Bro had 2 years to write it, and he never got around to it. That's wild. Something I recommended. Yeah, me too. That's part of the issue is also like I have to be locked in because I have to read the subtitles. So I think it's entirely in German. You backflip, that's crazy. Oh my god, he caught up to that. I didn't think he would. Is my teammate behind me? I could have sworn there was a guy trying to demo me. Uh-oh. These guys have been playing a lot of soft 50s, so I literally touched this knowing he wouldn't chow, and then off the next one, I was just trying to dunk it again, but I didn't expect that guy would get full red on that one. I was like, I think this guy is just gonna like do a light little backflip into it, and that's it. Glad I was correct. Dodge that demo. Okay. He's gonna catch that. Not well, though. Nah, well enough. All right, good luck, teammate. All right, you're fine. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. That's not like, teammate, you gotta put a little sauce on that one. I kind of wish you left that, but it's okay. These guys are such bots. That's crazy that you rushed that. Left teammate in like a 1v2 twice in a row, and he pulled it out both times. Let's go. My boy. I like it, Jeremiah. Oh, wait, that's actually really funny. I'm not gonna lie, I was just trying to get in front of it. I didn't realize I was touching it that heavy in the middle. I thought it was tapping a little later. Luckily, his teammate plays it off corner. I'll be fine. Yeah, we got to get immediately up on that. That's wide. Don't worry about it, teammate. Nice. Cool. Step closer to GC3 again, chat. Ooh. Ooh. My friend just made nachos, and I was like, yo, what they look like. And I'm not gonna lie, chat, this plate is looking pretty fire. I haven't made a homemade nachos in a while. Oh, interesting. Has anyone air fryered some nachos? Does that come out well? Honestly, chat, I'm gonna give a pretty effed up opinion here. I'm a fan of salsa con queso over actually melting cheese for nachos. I'm a dipper. I'm a dipper. I'm a sipper. Uh-oh, teammate, you went up the wall and then immediately didn't get all the way down, which means you can't jump. Yeah, that was a good touch, but yeah, teammate, he overthought that really hard. You got to get fully on the ground before you try to jump for something, otherwise it's going to get really bad. Air fried nachos, now I want to try. Yep. That was actually a very good catch and turn, teammate. Not bad. Next to you. Next to you. Next to new. There we go. Sorry, I was about to say, like, hold on. It's not next to you. Welcome in, everybody. Dander Taco. If you watch a lot of Collegiate Rocket League, you probably know who I am. If you don't watch Collegiate Rocket League and only watch RLCS, then you probably never heard of me. But I'm a caster commentator in the scene. Welcome in. Typically GC3 SSL. We're trying to get back to GC3 right now and 2s. Oh my, this is... Teammate, peek. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh. I'm huge, dude. DT, if we queue, I promise we gonna win. Trust. I don't know about that, owl. My teammate doesn't have a good challenge. This Diego guy is constantly complaining, and yet he has never been higher than 1750 in his entire life, dude. And it's a shame is that he's pretty good. I think he just tilts himself out of games. Dude, that's an insane clapback. Teammate just says, bro, my teammate doesn't have a good 50 right after. Do you still play? Or not really? Owl has never booted up this game before. That's his Overwatch rank. Hello? I was about to say, I'm like, teammate, why are you not at least somewhat back? Oh, yes, teammate, cook. All right. Got a girlfriend and stuff? Damn, it's crazy. He chose woman over his rank. It was never meant to be. Only times I ever lost SSL is when I got a girlfriend. That's probably a lie, but I'd have to check the dates. I low-key make her watch TikTok in bed while I play Rocket League sometimes. Put her in timeout. My girlfriends used to, like my older ex, like other exes, they used to not really have, they were like super busy people, so whenever they wouldn't have anything to do, they would get kind of ticked that I'd want to play video games or stream, even though that was like, for a while, that was like my full time. Like I was making good money off that. And so she's like, I feel like I'm doing nothing. And I'm like, okay, well, have you ever tried playing video games? She's like, no. Gave him my Switch. Told him, yo, try out Pokemon. I'm like, what? I don't like Pokemon. I'm like, no, you've never tried it. Play Pokemon. And then, like, literally, like, 5 hours later, they were, like, locked the F in trying to beat all these trainers and train up their Pokemon. They're, like, on Bulbapedia looking up stuff, and I'm like, see, you're all into it now. Some people judge video games, but they never actually try them. They think they're all, like, Call of Duty and FIFA or whatever. But then they try like one thing of like Pokemon, or I think Pokemon's a great starter game because it doesn't require reaction time. You just need to understand like basic concepts. Blackjack was my old girlfriend who used to want to be on FaceTime, always be on FaceTime. That was me in freshman year of college. But that was also because she had like massive anxiety and she was convinced that some woman was going to come along and force me to cheat on her with her, and I'm like, you know, that's not how it works, right? Like, it takes two to tango. It's not like a woman's gonna be like, let's make out, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I have no choice. Like, she's like, I know, but that's like why it's anxiety. Like, I know it's not gonna happen, but I still makes me anxious. And I'm like, well, that's all well and good, but like, that's why you have a therapist. I can FaceTime you, but like, I'm not gonna spend every night FaceTiming. I'm in a league match right now. Oh, you gotta focus, dude. Oh, he's ever forfeiting. What's good? W. Kyle? Hey, Preston. Yep, Kyle's been lighting us up. I told Kyle to knock it off with the donations because he was going a little too silly, and then he immediately donated 100, so. I remember SSL, says nostalgically. Diego is like the worst mental I've ever seen. This man has to be 12 years old. Like, there's simply no way he's not. Every time I play him, he's in a bad mood. I've never once seen him in a good mood. And even when he's winning, he's just what a saving every single thing. And I'm like, is that fun? On an unrelated note, and definitely related note, he struggles to make friends at school. I guarantee it. I just don't know why kids don't want to hang out with me. I mean, yeah, I like take food off kids' plates at lunch and throw it at them, but that's like funny. That's like a bit. I'm not gonna lie, there is like a minority of children who actively are just douchebags, and they're like, but that's what humor is. And it's like, Is it though? Is that what humor is? Is that funny to most people? Mad geeked about 2s right now. I've been forced to become a 2s main because 3s functionally does not exist above 1700. Like, I was queuing, and it would just be like Q, 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 Q. And it'd be like 6 minutes later until I would get a 3s match. Saved. Diego showed my, I haven't played Rocket League in 4 years, brain of the community is still the same. What? You're playing 2s? yeah, Shiguru. Because I'm forced to. There's just not, I'm queuing 3s and 2s, by the way, and in the hour and a half I've been streaming, I've gotten 1 3s game. How are you today? We're doing all right, Preston. Today was not a good day of work. It was very stressful, but we're done, so we're good. Teammate, the other guy on the other team just tried to insult his teammate Diego, but it got blurred, so it looked like he is saying that he wants him to hop on his genitals, and I'm just like, I don't know, man, that's a little weird. You ever hate your teammate so much that it becomes enemies to lovers? Are your pants off too? They are. That's what happens at $100 donations, chat. Oh, Twitch can't even see that. That's funny. Ding. We're at $115 in donos. I had a benchmark today and kind of broke a kid's glasses playing pickleball. What the heck is a benchmark? You're talking like you're like a maze runner or whatever. Also, I watched Maze Runner 1 on Netflix because I'd never seen it before, never read the books. And I'm like, this isn't too bad. This is an interesting idea. And then I looked up the Maze Runner 1 and they're like, yeah, the reviews aren't bad. It's whatever. And then everyone else says after that, though, it gets really wonky. The movies are not great. It made me sad. I do feel like the ending of book 1 is kind of like something that probably should have been delayed a bit more. Dude, oh my god, I was playing a 50. Every single time I play these 50s, these kids are not actually going for the read. You saw Netflix now owns half the world? That definitely is not true. Do you mean Nvidia? That's probably more accurate. Yeah, these guys are not vibing with my touches. I'm just gonna ignore the ball now. Ooh, that's a scoop. Man, I knew he was gonna spawn, but I was like hoping I could draw him in and then hit it around him. Teammate, you had a full easy save here and you let that in? What happened? Oh, buddy, you gotta hit that up. You don't just hit that right back at him. That was a panic. A benchmark. Broke kid's kid last playing pickleball? Why are you hitting it towards his face, dude? And they say pickleball isn't a physical game, dude. I know plenty of people who die every year from playing pickleball. All right. These guys aren't in a full party, but they're playing kind of annoying. I actually assumed they're in a party then. I was wondering why this game felt butt, and then I realized I got deranked without realizing. So I'm at 1650, and I'm like, ah, that makes a lot more sense. Like this feels like a GC2 map where I don't really know where anyone is, and I feel like I'm playing too fast for my rotation. Also, the GC2 classic, being too scared to go for the ball, but then full committing late, and then being surprised that you got beat to the read, and not going for a ball. It's right at you. 1-4 GGs. That one's crazy if you're not slowing down. But then this one, like, go. like you either go or you stay near post, and he decided to do neither. He went into the goal on a redirect that can only go near post. Double? Easy? Oh, well, it's fine. Do you know Coconuts ends... Did you know coconuts end more people than sharks? As in, more people die from falling coconuts? I don't believe that. I know vending machines falling on people has killed more people than sharks. I don't know how often a coconut's really fallen on someone. That's like a crazy timing thing. Knocked his lens out? Oh, well, that's not as bad. If it's just a lens popping out, you just pop that right back in, you know? That'd be bad if it cracked. Then it'd be like, okay, well. Or if I was a parent, I wouldn't trust my kid at all to keep their glasses in working order. I had a buddy who broke his glasses constantly, and his parents were getting so ticked at him because it's like, do you think that's cheap, dude? They didn't even get vision on their benefits package as in their job. So I was like, damn, these people are paying mad money to get all these lenses constantly made. I'm seated. Yep. We're over $100 on the super chat, so that's the rule. We also got no pants and socks on. Although I said I'm always naked from the ankle down, chat, no matter what time it is. How you doing, GC? Are you also sad that our Lord and Savior Wavy has been eliminated from Boston? I'm a Minecraft tweeter now. You have motion. Is this on your GC account, or did you just have? Do you have a second Minecraft account I'm unaware of? Oh, that's a miss. Thank you for letting me out. On my account, I did not know that. I've lost my joy. Oh, well, I'm glad you're getting Minecraft. I don't get it. The only Minecraft stuff I get is because Koroway, the streamer, and I met during the LG tournament or event, and he's a cool dude. I didn't realize how big of a streamer he was. I was like, God damn, this man has motion. Gets crazy likes too, but nobody sees it. Only Minecraft people. Well, Twitter's very big on siloing people. Like the new way the algorithm has been clocked in is like you have one topic and you don't get any other topic. Like no one else sees it. Like I tweet literally anything else and I don't get any tweets. If I tweet anything about RLCS that's even mildly engaging with the with like players or something, it's like guaranteed to hit for like 300 likes or to 1,000 likes. Like last open, I think I had like 3 different tweets that hit over like 1,000 likes, and I'm like, this is super funny. Like my algo is not super active for me, but anything RLCS will bang if you like meme it correctly or time the caption well. I should probably do some farming this Saturday. Koroway adjacent people are like on my tweets. Hell yeah. No, Corey's a cool dude. No! Oh, what a massive niche. Wow. Massive itch up my schnoz. I've got a schnitz on my schnoz. Yep, My bad. What's the painting? What painting? I should do some farming as if he doesn't live in Dallas. No room to farm out here, buddy. Oh, you're in Mississippi, Preston. You don't have farms, you have plantations. Oh, you got off the wall? Oh, I thought I had a demo. Good though. You mean paint finish? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Am I stupid over those newer glasses? I've never seen you wear them. These are glasses that I did a cast that was sponsored by Zenny, like the gamer glasses things. And at the time, the broadcast was like, yo, we're going to send you a free pair of glasses. We want you to wear them on broadcast. And so my girlfriend at the time, I was like, yo, you want to pick out which ones make me look cutest? And she's like, ooh. And she saw these and we're like, yeah, these would make you look hot. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I got them and then she really liked them and thought I looked very hot. And other people agreed. I showed some friends, they're like, ooh, those are nice. I'm like, where'd you get them? I'm like, well, that's the fun part. I can be a walking ad for Zenny. Use code the Danger Time. You don't get anything for that. This paint finish is only for the Octane for some reason. It's called Crow Magic. It is actually like the goatiest decal. I also like it as a content creator because every time I wear it on a short, I immediately get 4 comments that are all, hey, what's that decal? And everyone, and then I get double the engagement because people are like, hey, what's that paint? And then everyone's like, it's actually called anodized. And I'm like, actually, you're wrong. He's right, did you make you hot? Aw, thank you. Oh, hello. I'm gonna wear him to my land. The Texas Collegiate Invitational, hosted at UTD, and also featuring the casting talents, at least on Sunday, of the Danger Taco. Whoa. Nice. Also, shout out to Bass being on the alt stream with Fear and Lemon and Cheeves, but also shout out the Blast
60 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah. That man's TikTok needs to be taken down. Just bagged another Ludwig retweet. Hell yeah. Are you covering like their streaming wars or whatever? I've been seeing a lot more Ludwig on my timeline, and I wonder if it's you, and I haven't even noticed. Most of the time when I see those tweets, I kind of scroll by them, but if you're the one tweeting them, I will make sure to give a like. You don't have to do no different to get 1,500 likes? Hell yeah. I mean, the moment he retweets you, that's a massive like uptick of people who see that, so. Bro, how do you grab that 100 and still get dusted? That's crazy.
And we're into overtime.
3 crate tweet 4 he retweeted it? What? Oh, wait, teammate. Wait, is he a bot? Oh, teammate, he might be a bot, dude. Because he's kind of just up my butthole the whole time. And that's kind of what a lot of the bots do. They just, like, rotate directly through the ball, ignoring where I am. He also can't take a first touch, but his follow-ups are always a clean 50. This might be a bot, dude. Well, how pathetic do you have to be, dude? These guys are psychotic for not going for that. Wait, oh. Alright, teammate. You just have to go now. Now. That works. Oh, that bounce was higher than I thought. That was really funny. I threw that away. That was a really good setup for an air dribble, but I was too focused on dodging the demo. That's a weird bounce. Sorry, teammate. I just didn't believe in you. Never mind. He's not a streamer, or he's not a bot. He missed that flick. Thought would never miss flick. Dude, I'm such a bot right now. I'm the conventional form of a bot. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, if you 50 me into it. Oh. Blah. 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 Okay, you're fine. That works. Nice. Oh, and GC, I'll read that in a second. I didn't realize I was in danger of actually losing this game. I thought we had this one in the bag. Uh-oh. Oh, no! I hit it the one place he could save it. That's so sad, dude. I'm gonna risk it all. Oh, well, shouldn't have done that. Luckily, Taboo, this is not scoreable for them. Nice. Wait. Wow! Terrible Musty! Look at me hit this at the butt.
Why is bro shirtless but wearing glasses? Make it make sense.
Oh, you want me to be full nude? I see how it is, dude. I think Ludwig is like one of the best streamers at like streaming. I mean, he's already like a Hall of Famer. Mainly because he's, from my knowledge, he's pretty unproblematic too. Like I can't remember anything too bad that he's done. I also think Cutie is mostly unproblematic too. His girlfriend? I don't remember if they're married, but I think she's pretty unproblematic. It did kind of go downhill with the most recent streamer award. She kind of had like some weird jokes written for her, but I don't know how much that was really her fault. I think she just kind of was like, had some guys writing jokes for her and like, oh no, trust me, it'll be funny. And I remember seeing some of them, I was like, hey, Virgil. The most controversial things that people accuse them of being offensive to their own issues. The downside of being a streamer is you kind of have to be like that, especially if you're, I mean, I don't know how involved he is in like world events, but like sometimes if you're asked about your opinion on stuff, some of these people genuinely, I think, are so rich and isolated, they don't know. They just don't have enough information to truly know. So like, I think their worst fear is someone being like, yo, what do you think of the Bulgarian situation? You're like, I mean, yeah, Bulgaria's fine. I mean, it's go Bulgaria. And they're like, what? You support this horrible thing? And they're like, I fucking didn't know. Part of me thinks that, but also part of me wonders if they just don't want to lose any of their fans, so they just try to be offensive, which I don't know, I guess I kind of get. I also think it's completely defensible if women streamers want to date people, but then never mention their boyfriends online. But whatever the fuck Pokey's doing is actually hilarious. She's like hanging out with this like super buff, handsome Asian dude. And then keeps being like, yeah, it's my neighbor. We're at the gym together. And also now we're making dinner and eating it together with no one else over. You know, my neighbor. And I'm like, it's okay. You could just say you're dating this very attractive man, but unfortunately you can't, because you know the moment you do, there are a bunch of chuds online that are gonna be like, no, Pokey, my queen. What happened to us? I mean, the most ridiculous example that I can remember is when Nico Lol revealed she had a boyfriend the whole time or whatever. And then I think she lost like 70% of all of her Twitch followers overnight or something crazy like that. And I was like, that's actually insane. So I think all of them kind of live in that fear, especially the woman, because unfortunately Twitch is a very like male-dominated space. And I gotta say, as someone who still thinks himself above that, I mean, there's still like an element of like, you know, you donate like $5 to a streamer, some pretty girl, and he's like, thanks for dono. And you're like, that's how I assume you guys feel when I thank you for a dono. Like, oh my god, Senpai noticed me. Or whatever the current anime-ish thing that you guys can call me. Nope. Well, Nico also lost time of view because they found out she was arrested at one point for domestic abuse. She kind of reminds me of the Crazy Eyes girl from I Met Your Mother. Whoever that beautiful, like, Armenian actress is. God, what is her name? The one from Firefly. Deadpool's girlfriend in the Ryan Reynolds movies. Either way, you know what I mean. Yeah, like, I don't mind when women keep a relationship secret, especially when they're a streamer. Like, it's in your financial best interest. If I had, like, I choose not to talk about my personal life just because some people get parasocial about it, and I'm not even remotely as close in terms of, like, fame or viewership or money-making potential as, like, these streamers. If all I had to do to keep making an insane amount of money and be a millionaire was just never mention my girlfriend, if my girlfriend doesn't understand that, then I'm gonna be like, sorry, honey, but I gotta keep these thirsty people at bay. The RL's game more central communities have to be the Jinxie community. I mean, I don't really know about Jinxie's community. I don't know. I like how genuinely interested in Rocket League Jinxie seems to be. The fact that he's watch partying these stuff is crazy. Because we have a lot of streamers who play Rocket League and they're like, man, I love this game, but they will never watch a Rocket League major. They will never watch a regional. They'll just play it on stream and they'll maybe host a tournament or whatever, but like that's it. So I'm like, I like that he's watch party. That really shows how locked in he is. Like 13-year-olds. I mean, have you seen AJ's chat? Have you seen Kep's chat? Have you seen literally any major streamer's chat? I think AJ's chat might be the most low IQ though. Kep's is like, the only thing I don't like about Kep's chat, well, maybe not only thing, but like, I think Kep genuinely in all my interactions with him has been pretty chill. He's always been a pretty cool dude to me personally. Kep's chat has this fascination with just like using AI to make people look fat, and that alone is the joke, and I've never really liked that. Kind of just like, first of all, AI is stupid for a meme. Second of all, like, oh, the joke is they're fat now. Ooh. Wow, that's really next level meme making. Like every video I see against my will from the Kep crew Twitter group or whatever is just a fat edit AI, the image of someone in the pro scene. Share more in DMs. Oh, you're fine. I mean, I do think Kep is also outspoken on some stuff. What's the tenacity thing? I have not been able to keep up with that. I clocked out of work, and then I just remember everyone in my DMs being like, yo, you got the tennis stuff? I'm like, what? He wrote a response, and it seemed pretty respectful, and I thought that was fine, but then apparently it wasn't fine, and everyone's still against him and thinks he's a horrible fraud, and I was just like, again, 10 is another Banger? Banger alert? Look at his own goal. Man, that next short in the own goal montage is going to feature Tenna. People are going to be like, yo, why are you shit-talking Tenna? I'm like, I love Tenna, dude. I don't know if I love him. I've never really talked to him, but in the brief encounters I've had with him, he's always been very chill. I don't know, I literally don't care. So the only thing I know about it is that apparently he's been using the AJ strat of like rerunning some of his streams, but apparently he's got like really ridiculously high viewership while doing it. Granted, Tenna's like also like the most low-key big creator in Rocket League. I feel like he doesn't really get brought up with like the massive creators. Oh man. Oh my god, teammate, you committed on that. Ooh, that was scary. He says he's viewbotting, but he made an entirely unrelated tweet about stopping people accused of trying to talk on the... Oh, that explains a lot. Okay, I thought they were just complaining about the reruns. I'm like, why are people trash talking him on that? Nice, Dark Angel. I missed my double and you don't. Like I said, I didn't miss. I got mine saved. He's definitely a coworker. He's definitely a coworker streamer like the Burnt Peanut. A coworker streamer for RL. I don't know. I mean, Tenna, I will say, he will always have a positive spot in my brain because he was paid to watch party CECC. the collegiate national championship that myself and Bass casted. And I really thought that he was going to get paid and just kind of sit there and just kind of watch it casually and be like, oh, what is this? What is this? Rocket League? Collegiate Rocket League? Yeah, I don't know these players, whatever. But like the whole time he was like reacting like really like, oh my God, look at chat. Freak out. Granted, he was also watch partying the one where it was Boise and Ball State that went Game 7 overtime for a national championship, which is legitimately like one of the most entertaining series I've ever casted. And I know Bass feels the same. Like that's like legitimately up there with like some of our favorite series we've ever casted for anything. I remember him watching that, and I remember RLCS that weekend was kind of boring. And he said literally that was the best, because RLCS is the same weekend. He says that was literally the best Rocket League series I've seen this entire week. He's like, RLCS was super mid. He's like, that was insane. Like that was super fun. So I give him a lot of respect for that. Work for that bedroom org that still owes me in wavy money. Yes, bedroom orgs, love that. If I ever win the lottery, I just want to invest like $1 million a year in just running a bedroom org. Hire like some cool players on a 1-year contract, just kind of ball out, chuck cash at them. And then you actually pay people. What? I have to pay people? I don't know about that. Personally, if I'm a bedroom org, I'm also making a performance incentive clause. Because I've never understood bedroom orgs who are like, yeah, I was paying these guys like $15,000 of my own money a year. And I'm like, huh? And then you look at who they signed and it's like a bunch of like B+ players. And I'm like, do the mods get a Cancun trip? Fine. You guys earned it. Only the YouTube mods. The rest of you guys get to go straight to Kazakhstan. Actually, low-key, I wonder what the best resort in Kazakhstan looks like. I bet it's I bet it's lit. Damn crazy, it's like you cut it. Oh, damn crazy, it's like you dunked. That would have been really funny if I screwed that. Instead, we... Ooh, nice arrow. I'm a mod on both, so I can live with this. Oh, damn, I forgot about that. That you in as a doctor. And then M-Dog randomly as one as well. All right, teammate, surely you don't miss the... Okay, I was like, as long as I can go. All right. Dijon has helped me out in many a time in my life. I can make him a mod and wrap him into the Cancun trip. We do IRL streams from the resort. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. That is true. The doctor has been on an IRL stream. Same with Alice. Oh, that was... Yike. That guy went for a reset and just whiffed. Can we buy +1? Oh, I didn't anticipate mods needing +1. Disagree. Nice. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, I saw that guy turn. I'm like, he will not anticipate me hitting this. I was supposed to be on that stream, and Baker was there too. Yep. Yeah, Baker, Alice, String Daddy, and myself. Actually, no, String Daddy I don't think was there. I think he was at a party. Or was he there? I don't think he was. That was a fun time. Ooh, teammate with the scoop! I might have been in the IRL stream, but I talk about IRL, and that's enough for me. Yeah, honestly, I really wanted to go to Boston. I don't know who's going to be there. Hopefully the crowd is popping. I always get pissed when you see a LAN and you can very much tell it's not popping. It's like a bunch of empty seats and whatever. I want to go to Worlds in NA. I don't know where it is yet, but we'll figure it out. Teammate, is there a reason you keep rotating directly to the goal every single time? It's Dallas again. No, that's what I was saying. I was 100% believed that they announced it, but then people kept telling me no, they didn't announce it yet. And I was like, what are you talking about? I thought they did. Huh? Teammate, calm down. You told by other people that it's Dallas. See, that's what I thought, but I don't think I got a leak. So that's why I was like, I thought they announced it. But also, I already been through this. I'm selfish because I live in DFW, but at the same time, I also just think Dickies Arena is just a fantastic arena. I know people want variety, but I'm like, it's in the center of the country. It's probably insanely cheap because I'm sure Dickies Arena. I know for a fact that the DFW area, whenever there's a major event that pops off, the mayor of the area usually gets involved and they're like, please come back. Please come back. I will give you a discount. Because that's what happened with CCC in Arlington with the esports arena. The mayor of Arlington was like, we will give you a discount if you keep coming back. And so with that in, I think that's kind of what kept happening. And so, ooh, nice scoop. I think that's what kept happening. They're probably getting a pretty massive discount. I mean, you say they go to DC. I don't really know. What arena would you think they would go to? Like hockey arena? Wave wins a major at the Capital One Arena. Aura. Chills. You know it's chills? Going off the ceiling and getting this dunk. Oh! If that guy was just slightly to the side on that 50. If that guy just 50'd it horribly, that would have been a goal. Well, damn. Oh, you missed! Teammate, help me! Hey, Peachy Pups. Thank you for the raid. How you doing? Wait, teammate, there's no way! Oh my god, that whole time. I got bumped, cringe. It's also awesome because it's under it, there's a metro station. Ooh. You're expecting people who don't live in an area, though, to take the metro? Even people who, like, visit Chicago still take Ubers when they go to Wrigley Field. And it's like, why, dude? Like, like, the L train is right there. That always made me laugh, seeing people, like, take an Uber out of a Cubs game. Like, you can go anywhere in the city, especially where you're staying, via the train and walk a couple blocks. Shout out the Red Line. Took that for a year and a half of my life. And if I really wanted Shake Shack, I would get off at Wrigleyville. Also, classic broke grad student vibes. Never went to a single White Sox, Cubs, Bears, or Chicago Fire game, or Bulls game the entire time. I literally lived walkable distance from United Center. Throwable? Take the TM bag, it's $2.70. Yep. No way! Oh my god, what a horrid rotation I did with that guy. The guy just left. He says great pass if I did anything. Oh my god, that's so funny. There's not like a good way to get into Boston from Logan. I have no clue why. I don't remember where Logan is in Boston. I remember my only memory of Boston, literally the only time I've ever been to Boston was... No, my very broken gamer chair just broke a little bit more, chat. Wow, that was terrifying. Did you hear that? No, unbreak. Yay, it unbroke. But yeah, like I remember the only time. Okay, no, I played at Harvard for soccer one time, but I drove through Quincy Market, but that was about it. But outside of that, the only time I got a hyper quick tour because I was taking a bus. Taking a bus and I had to get on a train, but the problem is the bus was super delayed, so I had to run from the south I had to run from the south bus terminal in Boston all the way to the north one to get on the train to go up to New Hampshire to visit my friend that may or may not have come with benefits. And it was so delayed that I looked at an Uber, and with the traffic, I was gonna miss my train. But with walking, it said it was like, I think I had to be there in like 20 minutes or something. And with walking, it said you could make it in about 35. And I'm like, that's assuming I'm walking. What if I'm running? And I literally like jogged. Thank God I was an athlete, but like I basically like 75% ran the entirety of Boston from the south station to the north station. Ended up right by the Bruins Stadium, I think. And I was dripping sweat getting onto that train. That was gross. You just beat the game? You beat the final level of Rocket League? So I can never do that, not even for the achievements. Hello? Import. I like the only way to get into Logan and Boston Public Trans the bus. I do not like Boston buses. Fair. Uh-oh. Sorry, teammate. I don't mind a bus. As long as it's on time. I think buses are fine in terms of cost. I just get to, I just hate, I like trains because they go just in the straight line of wherever I need to be, whereas a bus tends to like meander a little bit sometimes, and it can be a little annoying. It's the expedience factor, you know? Also, trains aren't waiting at intersections. God forbid anyone waits in this current day and age for anything. I need instant gratification, grr. I thought teammate was gonna see that coming and move upfield, but he decided to not do that. I'll have to ask Alice of her opinion. She went to MIT, so she's been in Boston a decent amount. Dude, this guy in the NOC thing, I don't think has done anything this entire game except for just demo me and my teammate. Like, legitimately not a single contribution of worth or value. Kind of impressive. How far can this man play without doing a single thing? Only time will tell. All right, we're getting into the rank where of GC3 where people are genuinely like, I want the ball and I need it. I need it within my car. I need to be as close as possible to the car. Wait, we're losing? I don't remember giving the second goal. Uh-oh. Well, now I don't remember why we're behind. Not sure why we rolled it right down the middle there. Yeah. Meant to be out, but not that out. Oh, I went for the block. He hit around. Sad. Oofers. All right, GG. People so lazy. The train station not far from the arena. You can get basically any hotel from the train lines. People are so lazy and they literally hire hitting the Canes right by the stadium, waiting a 4-minute line, Boston, instead of just finding a cool place to eat. I mean, I don't blame people for not wanting to like explore the city when you're just trying to get to somewhere quick, eat, and then leave. It was funny because Seb texted me. He texted me earlier today, and he was like, "Man, Canes freaking rocks." And I'm like, I wonder why I got Canes. And now you just answered that question. Hello, my family. Hi, I'm new, and I play Rocket League on Plat 1. Welcome in. Hey, Lord Potato. 15 good restaurants like 0.25 miles. I think it's also because the advantage of a chain restaurant is if you've had it one place, you pretty much know where it's going to be, how it's going to be in another place, you know? So the dependability of Cane's makes it a good spot to choose, I think. Whereas when it's like Denny's local fare, it's like, I don't freaking know what Danny's food tastes like. I don't know what it's like to have a Danny in my mouth. Shockingly, the guy who only goes for bumps is trying to bump me. Ah, really heavy touch for no reason. You what? Wait, what? You didn't even mean to fake that, you just suck! My god. He was that slow, he actually just didn't have the read and he was panicking. Chat, you know what I'm actually incredibly sad about? I learned HEB has an attached barbecue that serves food. You can just straight up order like brisket and all that. And they have a birria brisket ramen. And I was gonna order it, and then someone on Reddit revealed to me that it's actually not ramen made in shop. It's basically like a glorified like cup where they'll just pour boiling water into like dried noodles. And I was never more disappointed, dude. I was like so ready to have that ramen. Is that another own goal, chat? No way I finally get to be one of these, not gonna lie. I love your videos. Hey, good to hear. Look at this flick. I'm gonna count that as another OG, chat. Taco, I swear. You do swear. Teammate, you got it? Oh, he's got it. Well, I just realized the reason I was reminded of that story is because this guy's name is Eternal Birria. I didn't even notice that. Gotta go bye. See you, my family. I remember we had to walk really far last time because we had Justin Reynolds in our group. We had to find a place where people are ogling outside of the window. That's also very true. I remember going to a Dave & Buster's with Reynolds. He was making fun of me ordering knockoff Dippin' Dots. Little did he know that they were banging, and they were just the same as Dippin' Dots. No choice enough for being made with cup noodle. Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. I'm like, imagine the aura of like walking into a store, and they're like, yeah, here's brisket, and you're like, yeah, hell yeah, and they're like, also, here's the ramen, fresh udon noodles, and you're like, yeah. I shouldn't do this. Never mind, 50. What? Oh my god, teammate, I'm so sorry. You were more than capable of. Oh my god, my teammate's the GOAT. Look at him, this man. Looking fresh to the glasses? Thank you. Perma-washed. Yep, that is me. They were deadass pointing at Justin like he was The Rock. It was so funny. Oh no, 100%. I am. It is actually kind of crazy how mobbed they are. Like, it is funny because like in the concentration of people, I felt funny because like I've taken like, you know, like a woman I'm dating to like a LAN before, and it does feel like I'm a celebrity because like people will come up and be like, wait, you're Danger Taco, can you sign my shirt? Can you do whatever? And I'm not even remotely close to in fame to like any of these pro players or creators. So for her, she was like, oh my god, you're like a niche micro celebrity. I'm like, that is exactly what I say. I'm like the nichest of micro celebrities in this arena alone. But it was just really funny to see how that works out. And when it comes to like Tryhouse or like Tenacity or now like, you know, Reynolds, Justin, all them, like people will legitimately mob these people. I used to think it was kind of goofy that like Musty Loki had like a body guy to like man mark him so that people couldn't mob him. But honestly, I totally get it. Because otherwise he can't walk 5 feet without like a kid going like, Musty, sign my shirt. Adopt me! So I'm like, yeah, if I had that kind of money and I was at that level of fame, I would definitely not talk to any of you losers. I mean, want to avoid getting mobbed. Noise. Lecmi doble. What? We're gonna hit that high just about time. Let us get back. One day I'll face reveal. Not at the land. The dream. Oh. One day I'll truly face reveal and you guys won't have to look at this face tune. Oh, teammate, please. Thank you. Fake. I've never faced revealed, so I would walk around with Bob, Nito, and Widow, and they'd ask for autograph. Not me, and it was great. No, that's like the cool part about being like, honestly, that's why if I was ever a massive YouTuber, I would want to be like a faceless YouTuber. Because then you wouldn't really be known. I think the worst type of fame, I genuinely do not know why anyone ever wants to be like Brad Pitt in the 2000s famous, you know, like super big movie star, like insane, like Taylor Swift famous. I would not ever want to be so famous that I can't even go out to the store. I remember when Messi moved to Miami, he went to the grocery store with his fam and he thought he got away with it. And then eventually enough people were like, wait, that's Messi. And they like mobbed him so much that it took them like 45 minutes to leave the parking lot. And I'm like, yeah, no wonder celebrities like just get everyone to shop for them. Like I wouldn't go outside either if I was as famous as fucking Messi. Also, I miss Nito. I'm sorry that she's been having such, like, I feel bad that she's been having so much trouble lately. Nito's like one of my favorite people. She's such a homie. She's so chill. I'm gonna try my best to get all the awards. Next stop is either Rivals or Overwatch Twitch drops. Good for you, Angel. Grinding. Yeah, Nito's like unambiguously one of my favorite humans I've met through the scene, for sure. It's a shame because like I never have been able to like be near her in terms of like where we've lived, because I'm like, she's someone I would definitely have wanted to. I wish she was down in Texas, because like at a certain time we had like Widow and Try and Dale Duo and Candy, I think it all down in the DFW area or something. I'm like, yo, like we should get drinks and whatever. And I've gotten drinks with Try and his lady and his wife. We tried to invite Dale, I think, but she was busy in the day. But yeah, it's like there's a bunch of like Dallas-based people. And I was super hyped to have them down here, but unfortunately they just couldn't organize it. But yeah, I always wanted Nito to be down here. Most people like Top Gun, unfortunately, have moved on from the scene, doing other stuff. But she was always an Arkansas person, I believe. Yeah, I did miss. I did feel a little bad. I got a couple DMs from people being like, "Yo, you going to Boston?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "No, this is my first LAN. I thought you'd be here." And I'm like, "I know. I'm sorry." I feel really bad about that. Probably at World, especially if it's DFW. That's right down the road. Oh, bonk. They announced that. I just remember that as a thing. I genuinely don't think they announced it. I really hope I didn't leak that, but I just feel like I've heard that so many times that I was just like, yeah, it's in DFW again. I feel like I remember seeing a trailer where they announced it along with the Paris Major. Forfeit says AOP Boat. It's 3-1. Put it back in your pants. Bro has Aura Farmer and is forfeiting down by 2 and missing boost. Crazy. I didn't clip anything. Don't repeat that. Oh. Other than a watch party person, other person already said it. I mean, I'm sure there's leaks out there. I don't remember where I heard this. I feel like it was already confirmed. Because leaks are weird, because I definitely heard a lot of leaks that UE5 was getting announced at Worlds last year, and then they decided last minute, nah. And I'm just like, okay. Oof, that was not the air roll I wanted. Land in time, dude. These guys aren't playing like amazing, but they're not playing bad either, so. Oh, you just threw it away, dude. God dang. Oh no, teammate hit the break right before that. That was Jover. Oh my god. Okay. I actually saw a reel from Lana today. Lana Sphere. She was really sweet. I had interacted with her a lot on Twitter before. And I felt really touched because like I didn't think we were friends, but like we were like friendly. Because we'd like memed on each other or whatever. And then I remember we both went to LA. We went to LA for the Winter Major of 2022. And she tweeted out before, like, hey guys, just as an awareness, because of course women should tweet this, especially if they have viewers. They're like, hey, I'm not chill if people come up and just try to hug me. If I don't know you, like, please don't hug me. And so when I saw her, she's like, oh, Danger Taco. I was like, oh, hey, Alana, what's up? And I kind of was like going to like dap her up or something, like legit. And then she just was like, nah. And it just immediately went for a hug. I was like, oh, you know what? That's kind of cool. I'm like, I didn't know we were friends like that, but it's good to know. Nah, I miss her. She was cool. Always very fun. That whole group is really fun, though. Of like Bailey, Candy, Lana. Oh. Always had a good time talking with them at LANs. And they're like every LAN. I don't know what Candy does for a living, but it's a decent enough income to travel a lot. Uh-huh. I agree, Doctor. Wait! Oh, I thought my teammate was upfield. I was like, what happened, buddy? I'm gonna pop that up, just give our teammate time to get back. Same thing. No, teammate, you are not supposed to go to that. That's why. That's a free goal. On for it. That's a... ooh, he's got a red tag, chat. This guy might actually be a boosted diamond. How do you feel? I don't know. I feel all right. How do you feel? Ah, should have been better. Wait. To be very strong like that? Huh? Suppose they got over. For those of you guys who had the quesarito the first time it came out, do you guys think the new quesarito or the grilled cheese burrito at Taco Bell is the better menu option? Because people were in VC the other day trying to convince me that the quesarito was worse than the grilled cheese, and I was just like, I don't agree with that. I feel like the original quesarito is just like has such a special role in my. Oh my god, that guy was even in the backboard. I could have doubled that. Oh, love that. My bad, teammate. She likes socialism. Wait, what? Hold on, what? I completely forgot. I completely forgot what you're referring to. Lana? I mean, if you're living in Germany, I hope you do. I mean, she was always one of those people who lived in NA and just kind of was like, I kind of want to live in a Dem socialist state, which is totally fair. Ooh. But you don't play the Fennec sometimes? I don't sometimes play it? Huh? Doesn't that also mean that's equivalent to I do sometimes play the Fennec? I mean, I can play the Fennec right after this game. Not a big deal. I was just late. Wanted to see Popeye. See how you doing? I'm doing well, B. Thomas. Well, you're doing well. Ooh, thank God you were there. I was trying to see if that guy would dive in too hard. Hello? Teammate, did you just go out to lunch? You went upfield. You weren't even. Ooh, this guy. Unfortunately, brain damage. I did say he was boosted, so this is why I say these things, chat. I don't know. Some of these kids in this rank, I swear, it just like I don't believe that they've ever authentically played a GC1 even. Like these are like mistakes that legitimately like the diamond or champ ranks make. You flicked it early! Just roll it! Oh my god. Cringe. I speak better in French. I mean, as long as I can understand what you're saying. And that's all the English capability you need. And you're doing great. It's always funny when Europeans, or like the MENA viewers who speak English as a second language, they're like, sorry, I don't speak English that great. And I'm like, no, you speak very well. Because I can understand everything you're saying. Don't worry about it. The guy at my work was contemplated. Oh, I was gonna type in, that guy said te amo to me. Guy at my work was contemplating having kids with his wife. He's like, all right, let's just have one. She gets pregnant, they have triplets. Worst nightmare. Hey, threes. Uh-oh, that's a champ kickoff. This guy's definitely playing with a much higher ranked teammate. Oh, the Fennec, yes. Pinch! Uh-oh, chat. I'm afraid they're locked in. Good save. Damn, it's crazy. You're really chasing me. Bruh, I hesitate because I'm like, my third's gonna go. Okay, we are definitely playing with... We're definitely playing with a boosted player. I don't know which one. I think it's Pronade, but this guy is 100% boosted. Or at the very least, he's playing with a teammate who's like much higher ranked than him. Yeah, it's definitely Pronade. No shirt taco? Nope. Every time we get over $100 in Super Chat, we play with that shirt. Well, I guess every time we get over 50, $100, I'm paying with no pants. Wait, excellent pass, Loki. Bro says join VC. Absolutely no. Absolutely not, dude. No way that ends well. Only time not outside of the introduction of VC have I ever joined VC and not had someone say something vile to me. Luckily, I was off stream when that happened. Oh no. Hey, Barrow. What's VC? No, V. It's a voice channel. It's voice chat. Voice channel. It's definitely voice chat, not voice chat. High Road, did you chase this? You bet your ass he did. That's why I was confused. I'm like, why are you not rotating to goal? Import. Just got home from Philadelphia. What? I love Philadelphia. Or was that a trash convention called Philadelphia? Low-key banger name. If any of waste management workers want to use that for an upcoming meeting or summit name in Philadelphia, it's on me. All right, double off ceiling. Never mind. Plays the Wii yucky. I don't know. I've always enjoyed it. Depends on the city, I guess, where you are. That's funny. All right, well. Touch flick. Oh, well. Let me go there. Cherry Hill area. Wait, I know Cherry Hill. There's a mall there. It's kind of small, but it's a cute area. Some celebrities live out there. Remember Bam Margera used to live out there. That's a name probably most kids don't know anymore. Oh, well, yikes. Anyway, let's see how low the MMR my teammates are. I'm going to say they're at least 300 MMR on one of them. This guy has been non-existent. God, that's such a terrible kickoff. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Pero. What's your role where you work? What do you... My role? All right, I want to see how low this guy is. I said 300 MMR. Oh, he's only 170 MMR. Close. But he was the guy I anticipated being much lower, so. Your sub ain't gone, though? That's what we like to see. I am a salesman in security integration.
There it
You have been
is.
chosen for a Streamer Games challenge. We will give you 1 gifted sub for every goal you score and 2 subs for the win. Do you accept? Easy. Easiest subs of my life, dude. Para, thank you for the 11 months. Alright, get that. Oh my god, I realized halfway through he had another reset. I'm like, I don't think he has it, but like he does have it in the bag. In terms of setup, I'm like, you definitely did not have that. Oh, I definitely could have lobbed that right over him. You guys are a little not fast. Kinda wish you left that. That's fine. I'll get 5 as well if you get the dub. Alright, well. Pass middle tape, man. Almost sick. Not gonna lie, their 50 game is pretty unlocked. Okay. Alright, slow it down. Parrot, I get a gifted 5 subs. Yay! There's one. Fast, teammate. Gotta keep the hype train alive. Well, I appreciate that. Hype train don't come through this town no more. There's 2. Just kidding. Hit that really hard for no reason. Oh no! Teammate, you missed the moon in! That's sad. Granted, that really should have been a very easy double for me, and I hit it way too hard, and I didn't realize I hit it that hard. Uh-oh. Didn't flip into that specifically, so I could not get bamboozle on the kickoff. Let's hope you don't get out 50 here. Nice. Let's assume BML doesn't take a good touch here. Oh my god, no, he handed it off. That's fine. Go! Sad. Thank God. Okay, I was like, I think I have that touch, and then it turns out I did not. Because I ran a boost right at the last second. Hello! Sure. Wait, Veggie, that's so funny. Wait, is your Twitch default in your language? I never thought about that. Like, yeah, I just realized, I guess Twitch would auto-translate. Because, yeah, you're speaking in English, but it's going to come through as an... I would just assume it got auto-translated to the source stream, you know? Where, like, if mine is in English, then anyone watching mine would come through that way. But that's funny. I didn't even think about it that way. It's Danish. Okay, I wanted to say German, but I'm like, it's not German. That's not good. Okay, we're good. Making us work for these
Left on the clock.
these gifted subs. Oh my god, teammate. That was a very easy goal for no reason that I just didn't accept as an easy goal. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, we're good. Holy, I was about to say, I'm like, I don't think he's gonna go for that, but. Soft touch, weird catch, nice. Wait. No, dude. I didn't have enough power. There's no way. There's no way. Oh my god. Oh my god, teammate got dusted to that. Holy crap, I did not expect that. All right, that got over him, and it's in. All right, wow, my chair broke again. That was scary. Wow, I didn't think that would go. I was trying to just get it over him. I was trying to scoop that last little bit. Cody just got completely bamboozled. I think he thought it was wide or something. All right, that should be 4 gifted subs if this man kept up his promise. Ugh. Not my chair, chat. It's irreparably baroque. Streamer Games, hey, W moment for actually living up to your bet. Thank you so much, Streamer Games, appreciate it. Wait, Slayer? That's fake Slayer, dude, never mind. Ever get rest of your stream? Thank you, Slayer. Have a Slayer, Streamer Games. Thank you so much again, and have a good rest of your evening or morning, depending on where you are. Bonk. In the ceiling? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, what's up? What the heck? Score the goal! Dude. Rigged. I forgot how low rank this threes lobby is. That's insane that doesn't end up to being goal. You have mods still? Yeah, they're just evolved. They're chilling. Much like villains. All right, we'll take it. Dude, this gaming chair being broken makes me so sad. I have a $2,000 check coming in from esports. I think I'm gonna buy a new chair with it. Because my God, this thing is just it like fixes itself temporarily and then it like breaks again. I don't know what's going on. It's like something with hydraulics. Something with the transmission. Yeah, I know chairs. I'm a chair guy. We had a low-budget high school, so instead of an auto shop where we fixed cars, we fixed office chairs. Still got covered in oil by the end of it. I don't know how. Wait! Oh my god. I went really low for that because it's playing a 50 and then the guy didn't even go, so I was like, oh. Unnecessarily awkward approach on that. Man. Take that. Much like villains say you became a dad. Not chilling like a villain is just a term. That's like a common term, you know? I hope I didn't become a dad. Oh my god. Worst nightmare right there, chat. I did technically realize I wanted shoes, like sneakers that were all black, so I could wear them and they looked like halfway passable as like decent shoes to wear when I was wearing like work stuff. And I realized, I'm like, oh, these are pretty comfy. I realized they're New Balance, and I'm like, dude, that's the most dad sneaker I could ever think of. I can't understand how every time I put the ball high off the backboard beating everyone, my teammates are late to it compared to two different players on the other team. Like, how are we getting dusted twice over? The bounces are freaking comfy. They can be. I gotta get like actual sneakers though, I gotta say. I have these old Nike Lunarlon running shoes, and they're so comfy to walk in. And when you buy like cheap shoes for long enough, I think you don't realize how bad they are for like your feet and your arches, and like just your posture generally is terrible with bad sneakers. And then you get like actually good supporting sneakers and you're like, oh my god, dude, this is what I've been missing on. So yeah, I need to go and pick up a actually good pair of shoes, especially when I'm just walking around, you know. I got my Shoals inserts and all them for my work clothes and whatever, but don't say about it, and I literally didn't say anything about ending. I don't even know what you're saying. Jack is hearing stuff. That's crazy. Jack's already hallucinating. How's the academy, by the way? Did you start that yet? No! That's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm double tapping the ball, and my teammate is like, he probably won't double tap it, and then I double tap it, and they're like, what? And then they react, I'm like, buddy, like, what do you think I'm doing? Are you playing my miss or not? Wait. That's crazy. That's crazy you wouldn't gut up for that. I didn't aerial first because I'm like, they're gonna beat me to this, and then they just didn't. How you doing, Shaq? There you go. There's that sip for you guys. Oh, this is threes. That's funny. Sip of a lifetime. It's like how someone describes like a Oscar-nominated movie. The role of a lifetime. Dude, the boost is alerted to me. Where the heck is all this? Hydration King. I've actually been like horrible hydrating the other day. I had such like a salty meal back to back to back to back on a travel day that literally the next day I woke up and I bent down, like squatted to pet my cats, and my whole right thigh just lit up. And I'm like, wow, I have zero water in my body right now. That was a bot move by me, I'm not gonna lie. But also that was a really bot move by teammate. He went for an air dribble on 20 boost and then was like, wait, oh no, I don't have it. Like, what is this, buddy? That is something I've been seeing a lot from, I'm just gonna assume he thought he picked up a corner and then didn't or something, but like, I've never understood the fascination with like some of these dudes, and then they have like 5 boosts, and they're like, "Don't worry, man, I'll take an air dribble," and then they actually lob it, and then I'm like, "Oh," and then they get scored on. I was like, "Oh, I thought you were just faking or whatever." Pear and Shaq know each other? Deep lore? Feels like a Kublu connection. A ton of streams. What? We're not exclusive? You slut! Yeah. I'm gonna give my bad. I'm not gonna lie. I had it, and then I saw a teammate come across, and I was like, "Oh, it's fine." And then he hit the brake because he thought I had it. So that was just altogether everything going badly. Dude, I swear every corner boost in the entire world has been taking this game. I didn't have to do that at all. Open goal. Okay. Uh-oh, what the heck was that Dominus doing? That dog doing? Also, again, that side boost, also gone. I swear, these guys have not grabbed a single pad. I think they only go to corners and sides. Unfortunately, I missed that corner boost. I didn't have much of an option there. Luckily, you don't miss that aerial. You're about to, though. Stay near it. That's all that matters. Nice. Bass, you been watch Shaq, you watch any RLCS? Who's the KC fanboy in the group? In the PMU group? Your teammate full apes every time. I mean, I don't mind a full ape as long as he's hitting the ball. My only issue with an ape is when he's just like near the ball, but he's not actually touching the ball, and then it just gets this awkward situation where I'm like, buddy, all I need to do is just touch the ball in any capacity and you're fine. But instead they just full chow, miss, full chow, miss, full chow, miss, and I'm like, buddy, you'd actually be having an insanely good game if you just touch the ball. I don't like that approach. I don't mind a big child. Thank you, teammate, for understanding. Yeah, I probably could have scored that if I went faster. Luckily, that's not in. Texting New York girl. Shaq dating an American. Gosh, dang it! Buddy, I praised you this whole time. Bro, threw it away right at the last second. Red to your ass. And then immediately gave it away. Never mind, I don't deserve it with this game. One more? Yeah. Tung Tung Sahor, New York girl. Yeah. I don't know what Tung Tung Sahor is. Oh. I don't know what I pressed there. That was scary. We're about to engage in the inverse rule of ranks, where I've just lost to Squish, and now he's going to be the worst player of all time. What's going on here? That man took away his power shot just to roll the ball in front of him and then get demoed and then respawn. That was the most confusing section of play. Italian brain rot garbage. Gabagoo. Gabagoo does sound like a Gen Z nonsense slang word. Thoughts on Twisted Minds? I read that as Twisted Metal for some reason. I was like, you know what's funny? I read that as Twisted Metal, and I was like, oh, it's funny, his autocorrect got him. But it turns out my brain autocorrected your correct team name into Twisted Metal. Anyway, Twisted Minds eliminated. Well, they were in the group of death. It was them and Space Station. So I didn't realize Vitality was going to be looking that good. And the fact that they beat KC, we'll see how they look tomorrow, but very promising for the Zen faithful. Well, that group was disgusting, but also we really slept on Group B as well. That was what, GK, Falcons, Furia, and Virtus Pro. Like, that's a chonky... I think people slept on it because there wasn't, like... I think just the names involved. Maybe people were like, it won't be that bad compared to C. I'm like, no, that's pretty bad, dude. We are slowly getting to a point where I'm kind of debating the intrinsic value of including SSA in majors. Yet another 0-3, 0-9 performance in the major. So glad this region has failed to win a single game on LAN, even with imports. Whoa, I thought I had that. Can Zen win a Worlds? I mean, another Worlds? I don't know. Not gonna lie, this guy had a really good setup on that. I took a little bit too wide of an angle on that. I don't know, like, I like SSA being involved to a certain extent, but the fact that they're actively taking a spot away from an NA or EU5 or whatever is kind of insane. He's been dry for a bit. I mean, it's not necessarily dry, he just hasn't been able to click with his team. I think it's pretty telling, though, that, like, he's had to experiment a bit. I really thought that Monkey Moon and Exotic team was going to be absolute filth. That was the team I was most hyped to see. Then again, I don't think I was the only person to think that. I think everyone was like, that team is definitely going to slap. Like, all world champions, multiple MVPs as well, within, like, their... Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think Monkey Moon's ever won World's MVP. I think Seiko won it in the first year, and then the Exotic won in the second. Also, Swede never produced, like, a high-level Rocket League pro since Turbo. I was thinking this the other day. I wanted to say a lot, but I don't think he's Swedish. I don't know why I got him jumping. Too much offense, not enough defense. I think it's not. I mean, I think all good players can play offense and defense. I think it's honestly just about how they play off each other. I think some games it did feel kind of like, unless Zen peaks and goes out of his way to be like him, the best teams are the ones with star players that don't have to become him, you know? What's up, kitties, I think? Discord kittens? All right. Good to hear. Oof. I'm a wall. I think Zen leaves Vitality. What do you want? I don't think he's going to leave Vitality. I think they're just going to build the team around him. I think Vitality's probably paying him a bunch of money. The biggest org in all of France is paying the face of French Rocket League. The only person arguably more valuable to an org would be Vatira. But Casey's got him locked down. Vatira, in my opinion, is going to be a Casey lifer, and Vatira, and Zen's going to be a Vitality lifer. Hey, Aki. Body's playing out of his mind this year, though, I will say. This is probably the best I've seen him play individually. Oh, long. Even for pro standards, Body's gross. He's just so in control, dude. Like, honestly, the amount of goals he just gets from sheer angles is kind of crazy. He's just really good overall. He's got a great mind for the game. I think people underestimate that. Are the pants on or nah? Aki, no. You see that? See that dono goal? You think the pants are on, dude? Get real. Would you like to see the Zen person? I think Adhow or Volley, Drolly. You just want to go back to old Casey. Is Alpha still in Vitality? Nah, buddy. You're about 4 years too late, buddy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think he had that in him after that last game. Wait, there's a Hockey and a Hawkeye separately? It's kind of crazy. I still don't think that Moist team from 2022 Worlds could have done it. They lost to Furia when they were absolutely peaking out of their mind, and then Furia never repeated that level of peak ever again. I will say, though, Furia Moist is probably, in my opinion, still to this day the greatest LAN series of all time. Rule 1 Vitality is also up there, though. I still wonder about how life would have been different, though, if AJG didn't miss that open net against Vitality, though. Might could happen here, too. Good to hear. Alpha 50 Wartago, he's on an inactive player. As if anyone knows that, dude. He's not playing. That's what that's what he's asking. Oh, still in Vitality contract. Sorry, I read that as still on Vitality. I just glanced at that question real quick. I didn't realize that's what your full question was. My bad. Yeah, I have no idea about contracts. I don't follow it that much. I'm guessing it's the same thing that Extra was in on BDS. Oh. It's World. I don't know if this man played twos. Uh-oh, Squish, you just fake child. You're about to get scored on. Oof. I doesn't want to play anymore. If I got paid just to sit in sit on a team call once in a while. Yes, King. Yes, Mr. Ariel. He had a red at me. That's crazy. Every time I try to think in twos, it always backfires. I always forget that. Like, I can't play logically in twos because these guys aren't thinking, so why should I? Squish, oh my god, I'm going to murder you, dude. Why are you always in no man's land? That guy's kind of cooking with these passes, though. Yeah, I'll give him a little bit. Can't think it to like 1890. Yeah, I feel like I just gotta go on half these. I try to turn out of it. Cringe, 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 cringe. Hey, touch that heavy. Thank you. I say current that. Oh man, I get 50. It might be Joe over chat. But I never really began. That's wait. There's no way, World, you effed up that aerial so hard and then landed on the backboard right where that bounced. Not even like he didn't have to adjust. It was directly on his car. Is there an ad playing on my Spotify? Oh, you know what it is? You know what happened, chat? Oh my god, it's so funny. I didn't change my credit card over for my new debit. That's really funny. I'm like, why the frick is there an ad playing on my Spotify right now? That's really funny. Oh my god. Wow, that was quick. I don't even think I got an email about it. Well, sorry about everyone having to listen to this this bummy ad. This is terrible. I'm sorry. I can't do that. I don't know how quickly I can add my debit card, though, so we might have to just bear with this ad for a little bit. Unfort. Gonna meet that. I'm not gonna make you guys listen to the Navy Federal Credit Union ad. Hell, streamer. I didn't realize I was broke like that, you know? I thought I had money. I thought I had something in the bank. Okay, now we're good. Show the card. If we reach $150, I'll just show my debit card on stream. What? I put the controller down briefly to drink water. My cat thought I was done with stream. Idiot. She kind of does know when it's near the end of stream, though. Based on how I sit back in my chair, I don't know how they do it. They like memorize the noise. 150k subs. Yeah, I want double Jinxie numbers. I can't even imagine how life would be if you had Jinxie numbers. That man is making 210k a month off subs. Also, I've been getting a lot of those half rage bait, half interesting life into looking. There's like this woman who makes like 32k a month as like a neurosurgeon. She's like, yeah, just not enough. And she's like going through her budget, and I just want to like, I'm like, dude, I can't even I can't even comprehend people who like genuinely are making like $1 million a year and they functionally can't budget. Well, she's not making $1 million, but you know what I mean? Like people who just make that much money and they're like, yeah, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. It's tough. And I'm like, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. You don't deserve that much money if you can't budget and save up. What the? Oh, but also, Jinxie's making like $200,000 a month plus all the donations. I'm sure he has like a Clips channel even that probably does numbers. Honestly, I'd rather people like Jinxie get money than frickin'... I don't understand how IRL streamers are like an entertaining thing. Part of me wonders if it's because like kids just don't socialize anymore, so they view those as like a virtual hangout, kind of the way people, you know, like you ever have like a podcast that you turn on in the background because it feels like it's like, oh, you're listening in on a conversation. That's the vibe I get with some podcasts. It feels very casual like that, and I like it. I feel like kids nowadays, like Gen A, kind of use them as that. Because these IRL streamers are doing nothing. Like, these people are just vibing. But I'm like, if you were doing that in real life with other people, I could get it. But you're watching a streamer do that? And someone brought that theory up to me, and I'm like, yo, low-key, I can see it. Also, most of Gen A can't read. Also very true. If you make over 150K a year and don't have several people depending on you and you can't save money, you have to be stupid. Oh, 100%. I mean, I'm not having kids. In the future, it's just going to be me and my girl. So I'm like, I can't imagine blowing it if I had 150K coming in every year and I couldn't save money. Well, it's not about logic. I mean, when you're watching something, it doesn't have to be like, there doesn't have to be a logical reason you like it. I just feel like I see so many IRL streams. I actually tried to go into the stream and see what it's like, and it does kind of have the occasional moments where it's like, oh, there's like something kind of goofy. There was a video the other day from like some rich UK streamer who literally just had who looked like he was legitimately like 16, and he had basically like a girl like grinding on him and like grabbing his crotch, and I'm just like, how is this legal to stream? Like, this guy is definitely a minor. He's got a haircut that I can only define as, I thought this would look cool when the barber gave it to me. It's a life lesson every man has to go through of getting a haircut that he's like, nah. Bubs! What's going on? How's Val going? I see you on social media posts for Mizzou Valorant every once in a while. So I'm assuming you're still grinding. Yeah, I can't do it, Pink. It's too much, dude. Zenzu haircut? I don't mind Zenzu haircut. Honestly, his haircut now is way better than it used to be. Oh my god. I like his hair way better now. I think Appjack needs a new cut, though. His hair's too straight. I watch Cozy P all the time, support my boys, but you aren't. But if you aren't a dude I can relate to, I'm not staying in chat. Yeah, I think there's just a lot of streamers that I'm like, I'm not. Oh, the delay, Musti. We like it. Don't get way to match tonight against a full Radiant roster in 1-2-1. Let's go, Bubs. Did you see that? What's the longest Valorant match you've been in, Bubs? West Virginia had one apparently that went 44 rounds before ending. Daniel's ice cream scoop. I think that's just called a bowl cut. Oh, that was just a goal. I think Appjack's just got like a strange cut because he doesn't gel it. It like just sticks out. I mean, I remember growing up, I didn't like to use hair product or anything. But now, like, whenever I'm like getting gussied up and whatever, like I'll put on some hair gel. Looks nice. Sorry, buddy. That was literally the definition of Rocket League. Oh, after you? No, after you, sir. No, after you, sir. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, after you. Yeah, the match was 6 hours long. What? Oh. Oof. Almost woofed that one. Almost just immediately boofed that. 6 hours long is gross, dude. Oh, he messed up that kickoff, so I was like, wait, I can take that. Nope. Wait, best of 5 grand final is crazy. Honestly, every single championship I've been to for like collegiate esports has never been beyond a best of 5 specifically, or best of 3, because best of 5s can take literally forever. And to make it worse, they put it in like first match of the day. It went like hella long. Oh, okay, I'll read that because I'm interested in his perspectives. Aw. Jigsaw can relate to multimillionaire doesn't really interact with chat on individual excuse me. All these big streamers let the money go to their heads, and it's just not worth even attempting to hang out. With you, I can have a full conversation. I don't feel like your IQ is lukewarm at best. I think, dude, you're gonna forfeit off that. You might need to walk off the plank. Oh no, I thought the guy was going to the corner. I didn't realize he was staying around. I don't know, for me, it's like I don't mind if a streamer doesn't feel like they're exactly like me. I just want to be able to watch something kind of fun. I'm someone who, like, I don't watch a lot of personality streamers, like streamers for a personality unless I know them. I kind of want to watch a gameplay that's, like, at least somewhat interesting to me. I'm not really interested in watching people play a game poorly, you know what I mean? But there's definitely people I go into their stream to, like, just vibe because their community is really dope. I think ultimately that's what you want to aspire to as a streamer. You want people to come in because of you, not because of what you're playing. I've got that dedication from a handful of people, but it can be hard to bring that all together. Double commit. Oh, buddy. Bro bunny. Oh, dude. Also, streamers I think are objectively bad, or like, I think XCC added the moment of this, but like, people like that are train wrecks, or streamers who just do slots all day. Actually the devil incarnate. Sold your soul for money, dude. Like, you're telling me you're gonna be playing slots for an audience you know damn well is like all 13 or 14. And the worst part is they're not even gambling real money. They're getting paid by like stake or whatever to go on. They're getting given basically $2 million of house money and gambling it. So if they lose it all, it doesn't matter because it's not their money. But if they win more, then cool, yay, we won money. And then all these kids are like, wow, look, gambling's so fun. But I'm like, yeah, except I would also gamble a lot if I was told, hey, here's $2 million of house money, go nuts. I don't care if you play bad. I mean, I think ultimately, like, you know, a stream is based on the company you keep. I know a lot of streamers I actually like, but I don't like their community or their chat because it's really yike. Or they don't police it. A lot of people wonder why I ban so many people. I'm like, because honestly, I don't like people coming to my chat and not being able to, like, chat or, like, have, like, a good time. I don't want people constantly spamming drops, gamble, 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 gamble. Oh, 6-7, 6-7, whatever, like, whatever brain rot thing's going on. Because it's just, like, not interesting. Go! No, dude. Come on. Oh, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Don't touch. Nice, teammate. Wait, you're the goat? Aw. I should get back. Yeah, I saw that coming as soon as he went to the wall. I was like, I don't think you're understanding the danger here. All right, you get that boost, buddy. I was selfish. I should have just... Or not selfish. Short-sighted. Ooh, heads up play. All right. Yes, King. Take it off me and immediately lose it on the air dribble. They would get it back to him eventually. Yep. No, man, I had a musty the other game and now I'm cocky. Or was it this game? I forget. Either way. Damn, it's crazy you're about to get balled on. Oh, he slowed down briefly. I was like, that's a double. Try to hit her around just because I didn't want to hit it across and give him a counter. That's fine. Teammate just has to not immediately lose it. This could be dangerous if I get bumped. That's not a read I'm confident in. Never mind. You got enough. You got it again. If you pop that out at all, that would have been really cool. Man, dude, these guys are so passive. It's crazy that they shadow every... That's pretty cringe. I gave it away, I'm not gonna lie. I'd see the guy come across, I was like, I thought he was gonna try to like avoid the demo, but he actually didn't, he just retreated and then teammate left. I was like, oh. Unfortunate. I can't watch most big streamers without grinding my gears. Drink, go get tennis, squishy Justin. What grinds their gears about that? I always thought Coconut was pretty chill. I never mind watching it. I don't watch Justin just because he doesn't talk. 90% of the time I see Justin live, it's a no mics stream. Justin and Squishy are just a little too quiet. Like every time I've interacted with Squishy or Justin in person, they've been very chill, and they're no problem. But for a stream, I'm like, I need a little bit more energy. I need something a bit more there. If they're funny about it, I'll stay. Yeah. Justin is just a streamer because he's poppy because of all his contributions. I think Justin can be fun when he's chatting. I've been in there where he's been... At the end of the day, I think people are on Twitch for the connection. If a streamer's trying to talk to chat, I think it's interesting. But sometimes I kind of wonder about that. Like, I don't know what my stream would look like if I was a streamer with like, you know, like 3,000 viewers. Like, you can't read chat at a certain point. You're glancing at it, but you can't actively have a conversation. I mean, I've had people back when I started in the middle of COVID, I had people leave my stream because I had like 100 to 150 average. And people just couldn't talk to me because I wouldn't see their chat in time. And they were like, yo, I don't like being in a stream this big. I'm just like, you know what, that's entirely fair. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're fake, what the hell? I'm gonna be like, no, it's completely fine. Bro, yeah, I can't do it, Pear. I can't do that either. I'd ban all those people. I call those people gimmick chatters because they're people who haven't developed a sense of humor yet. So their idea of being funny is just asking the same 4 meme things and nothing else. And then when they run out, they just loop. And it's just like, you're no better than the bot. Like, you're no better than a chat bot that just comes in. Like a night bot running a timer that just asks the same things over and over. So for me, I'm just like, I'm not into those types of chatters. I ban them immediately. And they're always like, I didn't do anything bad. I'm like, well, you didn't do anything bad. You're just not contributing in a way. Which is why I have a rule that, you know, no gimmick chatters, ideally. I call them a gimmick chatter. I don't really know what else to call it. Do you like react streams? I occasionally like watching a YouTube video of people reacting to like media that I've consumed because I'm always interested in like how people react to stuff the first time, you know? Like, I think that stuff is kind of interesting. I understand why react stuff is interesting, but there are some people who just try to do reacts which is boring. Also, it's people's way of getting around. I know Shorts is notorious for this. It's like a guy on a green screen taking up 1% of the picture, and they're showing basically like a full-ass movie scene. And they're like, no, it's transformative, see, because I'm watching it, reacting. I'm like, you didn't say a single thing. That's honestly why I think... Robbery! Robbery, dude! What was that save? Look at this! That's absurd. Anyway, I can't stand people who do react stuff, but it's like XQC is pretty guilty of this, and I gotta say I don't like that he does this, where he'll like put on a video and say absolutely nothing the entire video and then upload it as an XQC reacts. And I'm like, all you did was put your chat overlay and you're on camera and then just put this whole video on with no contributions. Like, I don't mind if someone wants to watch a lot and not say too much, but like, at a certain point, are you actually even reacting if your facial muscles don't move and you don't actually form words? Like, I don't know your reaction at that point. All right, Landon, we're gonna have to get you boost because this is unsustainable. Also, that's really unfortunate. Oof, this guy might be boosted. I can't tell. This is not my lightning. 100 boosts, he's flying right at it instead of high jumping it, pre-jumping it. Oof, oofers. Uh-oh, stealing a boost that he was late to. Oh no. That's not good. Oh no, we have another ad on Spotify. I'm so sorry, chat. Oh no, I was trying to go near post, I'm not gonna lie, that was just really bad. Am I boosted, chat? Honestly, I envy people who can just do React content. That seems so easy. And honestly, there are stuff that I've done React content to that people have said is funny, but I don't know how to structure that into a whole channel, and I don't know if I even want to. I technically did my most successful video technically on my channel is a React video. It's me reacting to the Roldiz diss track, basically, that he put out after he got let go by FaZe. Big enough people will watch anything you put out. Honestly, that's the goal, dude. When you're a content creator who can literally just put on anything in the world and just react to it, and it gets, you know, like 200K views or whatever, like, for a content creator, typically you're getting $8 to $10 per, if you're like a big one, $8 to $10 per like 1,000 views. So if you're pulling 200K on that stuff, like, that's a chunk of change. I tried to fake because I saw him go high. Well, that worked. I mean, you legit just watch the video with face cam, just over the top reactions based idea. That's not, to me, I find that really boring, and I understand why maybe children like that, but like, you need to have at least some breakdown of what you're watching. I'm a huge fan of like expert at blank watches blank, you know? Like, I remember after K-pop Demon Hunters came out, there was a bunch of like vocal people that were doing reviews, and they were kind of boring. But every once in a while, there's like a guy who's like a vocal coach or whatever, and he's like teaching you like how you make those like certain voices, or like a voice actor demonstrating how you do an accent and where you place the tongue to like make a certain noise. And I was like, wait, this is really interesting. 'Cause it's stuff you don't ever think about. Like, yeah, why does that work like that? These guys are actually trolling. It's really funny. Wait, maybe it is my lightning. Holy feet. I don't know. If I could actually pull viewers like that, I would probably do it. But honestly, I think that's why. I mean, think about it. Our All-Stars watch parties are literally just React content. Like, that's all it is. And those pull crazy numbers. I mean, if you're big enough, I don't know. My watch parties are always like 20 people, maybe. The only watch parties I actually do get are because they're not watch parties if I'm casting CRL. Well, we kind of threw this game really early on, but this is a very winnable game. But yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of React content, though. I just got an email. You're no longer on Spotify Premium family. I literally got canceled on during the stream. That's crazy. Wow, there's like a grace period with some of my subscriptions where they're like, hey man, we noticed your payment card didn't go through. Don't worry, you got a couple days. Spotify literally was like, brokey, get out of here. That's funny. What the heck is a Zappa slump? Ah, I'm just a bot. Oof, wow, I actually did mean to hit that a little bit lighter, but not like that. Oh. Ah. Pass. Control did like 4 months for me because he was a max level. DoorDash did a full year for me. Oh man. Bloodspart's asking me for a sign. It's crazy that people don't fall for fakes up like in twos. People just don't react to fakes like at all, I swear. Maybe that one's too obvious, but I don't think it was. And if I don't think it is, and me being objectively correct and all, like, it's probably not. Well, this guy loves demos. Oh, these guys on the other team are already tilted at each other. That's crazy. Wait, wait. Oh man, I thought it would reset for a second. Bonk. Oh my god, Bloodsmart was behind him. I was like, wait, where are you if you're not behind me? That was probably achievable as an aerial, but I just completely ignored it for no reason. Ooh, good save. Oh my god, if I stole that would have been so funny. I would be like, wow, great pass, Betty. I'm not really sure what you're trying to do there. Good night, kittens. Alright. Goodbye, pink. Oh no, it's okay. Bruh. I'm not gonna let it start with me though. I didn't think Brunspart would hit it up like that. I thought he would just kind of try to catch it. I think he wanted to catch it and then he kind of panicked. Because you can see him like slow down and then last second he hit it. I wanted to see if I could get a pinch there, but I was like, I'm just gonna let him have it. That guy also didn't fall for the fake, but he also saw it coming, so it's fair. Oof, that was terrible, objectively. Are you on Twitch too, or are my drops on? I don't remember if the drops are still on. I had drops at one point. Yeah, if any of you guys aren't... Dude, guys, every stream, at least a couple OGs. That's what it's all about. I mean, do you have a Twitch I can watch stream on instead of YouTube? Wait, you asked me, are you on Twitch too? Trying to get the drops there, and I said, yeah. Did you think I was answering, do I have a Twitch account? Yes, I do stream on Twitch. If you guys see me on YouTube, I'm always live on both Twitch and YouTube. Man, I am such a waste of skin. I don't know why I touched that. Dude on the other team said, I've never met anyone who wants the ball this bad, but is also so garbage with the ball. Damn. Hose mad, chat. Hose mad, chat. I got you, Runspart. View players, Runspart. Wait, I've already signed him. Signed again. What a dork. By DT. That's crazy. He's gonna ask me every single time, I guarantee it. I found it? Yep. Not hard. The Danger Taco on every single social chat. Including on WeChat, the official social media of Korea. Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, that's crazy. You're gonna let me have that. Oh, I was going for the latest touch ever, and I didn't hear anyone under me, so I was like, ah. Oh, I thought he was gonna catch. This guy definitely has eyes in the back of his head, chat. I think I'm allergic to the new deodorant I'm using, chat. Not gonna lie. No! I'm such a bot. I wanted to fake him, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to cut that hard. Got a crazy flyby clip, and I would have had it if I just actually went. Wait, that's a free dish? No! Dude, I am actually throwing like immediate clips all out. Backpost? Ooh, never mind. That's free goal, though. That's crazy. That's also crazy. I have no idea how we're not up right now. Oh my god. You're up late. Your mom's up late. Watching my stream. Hi, Mama Bass. Wow, Pyro Squid's literally been lurking this whole time just waiting for Bass to come in so he could use that chat command. That's crazy. What's funny is that occasionally if a pro player came in and said, like, the same thing, and I said, your mom's up late watching my stream, it would actually not even be inaccurate because I have a decent amount of pro players' parents who watch the stream. I can say that pretty reliably about Comdad, at least. When I was on OG. Now we had to hit a stream, Bass, because I've had a ridiculously stressful week at work. And I'm finally free again. And I'm actually mentally like happy enough that it's the weekend that I can actually focus on a stream and not want to pull my hair out. Ooh, lob it, lob it, lob it, lob it, lob it, lob it. Wait. Oh, dude, almost power of friendship. Nice goal. Comdad just followed me with his new account. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what happened to his old one? Did he get banned? What do you do for work? Oh, I'm a hitman. Could have been better. Close. All right, Seville. I see it. But everyone say good job, Bass. He casted RLCS on the alt stream, and he got to cast RLCS history. His voice will always be associated with the first time South America has ever beaten a MENA team on land. No, I lined it up horribly. I did work for the Rockets League. Yep, he's the last caster who will ever be added to RLCS in this decade. And that's on period. Bonk, please. Thank you. Oh no! Close one. Dude, this guy is ball chasing. What is going on here? Whoop! No, dude, I want this. I want these musties so bad. Oh, I don't know why I thought I'd to turn slower. But dope as hell. People were way too nice to me this week, so I need you and Zero Crew to go back to bullying me. Bring your ego back down. Every time Bass makes any point on desk during CRL this season, I'm just gonna roll my eyes. Just like passively be like a total a-hole on desk all the time. Where just like, yeah, honestly, I really feel like this team could make a run, and then I'm just in the corner like, just like, quietly just being a total a-hole. After cast, Bass is like, yeah, that went really well. And I'm like, yeah, totally. And then I just leave the VC and go right back to the green room. Just completely like ego him hard every cast. Start doing the Spuda thing to him. Hey man, how'd that cast feel? It was fine. I think you just need to, and then leave. Wait, need to what? Need to what? Nah, yeah, that's easy, man. It's an easy fix. All we have to do is... Now, see, the thing is, first starting thing off, you need to... Seb called you a loser on desk. See, Seb can't do it because this man is snorting bath salts. Oh, chat, we're playing against Benjamin Netanyahu. We're gonna have to dub out on this one. Sorry, Will. Got a little too harebrained there. No, Seb is snorting bath salts before he's doing his top 10 ranking, so. I can't wait for Maryville to get into the season, and then we interview Speed, and he brings up the poll saying that he thought that Maryville would have less chemistry because they haven't played CRL for a semester versus, you know, playing RLCS for an entire year. I cannot wait for Speed to be like, yo, Seb, I have a bone to pick. Because he immediately came into the general of the Champ League Discord and was like, yo, what the hell? That's fine. Uh-oh. That's my bad, team. Hiring players 50 with the roof of their car. It softens the touch, keeps it close. Gives you a little bit more angle on like where you want it to actually roll. Dude, this is so funny that I have ads on my Spotify now. It's killing me, dude. Popped in Cosmic Chat that night and he was flaming Seb. Oh, 100%, dude. It's an insane take to have to claim that Maryville is going to be worse because they haven't been playing CRL. I'm like, buddy, their chemistry's fine. They're playing. It's basically like scrimming entirely against rank X and rank S players. Also, this game went off the rails very fast. Made one mistake and suddenly it's 3-0. You should argue WVU should also go. I forgot about that one. That was the lesser known take. Nice. Okay. We'll take that. That's a rough kickoff. Oof, that's funny. Wow, man, that was so laggy. What the hell? Man, that was good coverage. Oh, I'm sorry, Will. I could have just doubled that. I saw Will moving up, so I'm like, oh, he's going to stay in the middle. I'm going to pass. It's wide open. And then he turned away at the moment I passed it. I'm an idiot. All right, GG's. Unfortunately, we lost to a War Criminal fan. Anyway, bye, buddy.